Hello, friends, and welcome to Centerville High School here in Centerville, Indiana, as we get ready for tonight's varsity football matchup between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Centerville Bulldogs. This is kind of a bellwether game the last couple of years for both teams, as both teams have used this to kind of springboard into the meat of the season here. And it's a nice early season game to kind of see where you stand, because you know both of these programs are going to be really good every year.
In the past, this has been a game that has been a good measuring stick as well, as you're looking at possibly seeing a sectional opponent, see where you're at here early on in the season. And in some really, really competitive games over the last few years that we've just unfortunately just come up with just a tad short in each. But
yeah, the Royals have, although all time, if we look at this, by the way, while we're talking, tell us in the chat how things sound, if we sound okay. We're out in the elements a little bit today, so we've had to change some audio settings to make sure we don't get too much wind. So talk to us about that. But in the all-time series, these two teams have played 7 times. The Royals are 3-4 in those games. They won the first 3, and they've dropped 4 in a row, but the last 3 have been by a grand total of 11 points. So we lost by 1 2 years ago. We went for a 2-point conversion with no time left and didn't get it. Last year we lost by 3 at home in the regular season and then lost by 7 in the tournament. So 3 games decided by 11 points. That's some close football. And be ready for exciting football tonight, because I think we're going to see a high-scoring affair that is going to – it's going to be an exciting back-and-forth type matchup.
yeah, it's been nice the third week in a row where I feel like our skill position players for both teams are really high-quality skill position players.
Yes, I
agree. At the quarterback, everywhere, especially.
Yeah, so if we look at these two teams come into this game.
Which one do you want? We want to talk about who was here?
Yeah. So I am Michael Gallion tonight, joined by Joe Paxton. Jonathan Smith running the camera for us tonight. Our normal cameraman, John Splater, is pregnant. So John is having twins, I believe, is what I heard today. So he is not able to come out. So that was
and you mentioned we're outside. So
the weather, the elements, so
the weather, about 70 degrees. A little cloudy, partly cloudy, I'd say. And really, it's got a little bit of a breeze, as you can hear probably on the microphones. But no rain in the outlook.
Nope. Should be nice and dry tonight. Look at the two coaches here. The Royals are coached by Josh Holden, who's 1-1 in his first season here at Eastern Hancock. Ryan Cole is the head coach of the Centerville Bulldogs. He is in his 4th year at Centerville, his 5th year overall. He spent a year up at Westdell. And Coach Cole has done wonders. Now, this was a solid program before. I mean, they had a good program going, but he's elevated it. 27-6 in his 4 years here. He's an excellent coach, and this is always one of the best coach teams that we play every year. So that's one of those things that we're looking forward to. I always feel like every time I've coached against these guys, it's like a chess match from a coaching standpoint. So really excited to look at that. The two teams, the Royals come into the game averaging 38.5 points per game. The Centerville Bulldogs are averaging 54.5 points per game. If you look at the total yardage here, the Royals – wait, are we doing national anthem here?
They're getting ready like we're going too soon.
Everybody's standing.
They haven't done it yet.
Okay, well, you tell me when. Sorry.
Their fans are still sitting.
So looking at the stats here, Royals averaging 475 yards per game of offense. Centerville, 359, and that's skewed a little bit because in their Week 1 game, they had a running clock in the second quarter as well, so second, third, and fourth. And so they probably would have gotten more yardage. I think the second game they had quite a bit more. So I think that's skewed a little bit. Their offense is even better than what that shows. And two teams about even on takeaways there. So this is going to be, again, an offensive battle, I think. Watching the two of them on film, I think. They're both solid on defense, but they have skill guys everywhere for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one thing the one thing here, both teams, we said, had dominating performances in week 1. The Bulldogs defeated the Cambridge City Lincoln Golden Eagles 83-0 before coming back and beating Hagerstown last week 26-15. The Royals, on the other hand, they took down Greencastle, running clock the entire second half, 50-14, and then they fell to North Decatur last week, 41-27. Both teams came out week 2 a little sloppy early on. Again, Centerville able to claw back in. They were trailing, I believe, at halftime. Clawed their way back in and won that game. The Royals just couldn't ever get over that hump.
Yeah, and North Decatur had the Thackeray player made such a big impact, not just on offense, but there was a couple times last week where I thought we were going to score a touchdown, and he made a tackle that he was the only one that could have stopped him, and he did. There was a few times I thought an easy break, we could have maybe gotten another touchdown or two, but he played so well defensively. Well,
and both teams, coaches always say the best or the biggest improvement your team is going to make is between weeks 1 and week 2. Well, both teams with blowout wins in week 1 where the varsity really didn't play much in the second half, it's like they came out and they didn't necessarily make that jump until the second half. It was almost, when you watch these two films, it's eerily similar. The Royals had a really good second half against North Decatur. Bulldogs had a really good second half against the Tigers. So I think both teams now finally in a rhythm, and you're going to see a good game here tonight.
So I'm going to look at our few players to watch. We talked about Jace Hollandoners. He's a sophomore, had an incredible freshman season, showed a lot of poise and was a big contributor for them, and he's kind of taken that next step. He's a really good quarterback. We talked about some of the quarterbacks we've seen, really good quarterbacks with Stevens at Greencastle, and then last week, his name's the sophomore for North Decatur. His name's escaping me.
Miles, I believe.
And then
Mills.
And then we have Evan Wheeler, and he's going to be an important in how we can stop Hollandoner.
We're going to do the national anthem. We'll talk about Evan Wheeler as soon as we come back here from the national anthem. Thank you to the Centerville band there for an excellent rendition of the national anthem. So we were talking about Evan Wheeler being the player to watch for the Royals. You could have easily picked Evan Wheeler or Brennan Trueblood. I think these two guys are key to stopping what Hollandoner does. Because Hollandoner, not only has he thrown for 452 yards, he's also averaging nearly 14 yards a carry running the ball. And so if those two guys can hem him in, and keep him in the pocket and keep him in the running game from busting anything big, because he's so dangerous with his legs, then it could be a good night. So Trueblood only has 1 sack on the year. Wheeler has no sacks, which is, for both of those, that's a little lean. Both of those guys are they like to wreak havoc in the backfield. So it's those two guys that we're watching here tonight, Wheeler and Trueblood on the D-line. And on top of that, this Centerville, they return a lot of skill guys, but they're having to replace 4 of their 5 offensive starters up front. Now, they've done a great job in the first 2 games, but, that's something new. You got guys that this was maybe for them their 3rd varsity game or their 3rd varsity game at that position, and so, they're going to have to try to take advantage of that if they can. So coin toss is underway here, and again, we're sitting out in the elements. We're trying to do our best with the wind.
We're trying to catch papers flying.
We're trying to catch papers that are flying over into our cameraman.
And we are, obviously, we have a much lower angle of the game, so it's going to be a different perspective for our live stream, but we're going to do the best we can. And Jonathan's going to do a good job for us.
We appreciate you guys tuning in with us here today. I'll turn my gain down a little bit, try to avoid some of that wind. The wind just picked up on us. I think it's going to be a constant battle tonight, battle in the wind. Already got 81 viewers, so good start here before kickoffs even happen. We want to thank, before the game, so I don't forget later on, we want to thank Centerville AD Clay Bolzer for allowing us to stream this evening. And the reason that we're here is actually nothing to do with it was simply like he was like, oh, you can't or anything. It was simply they've been having some weird scoreboard gremlins, and every time somebody streams from up there, they've been having problems with their scoreboard. So he asked if we could come over here, and we said sure. So I want to thank him for being as accommodating as he is. He's always a great host here.
And I'm thankful that the weather's really nice here, or the week 3 of the football season, because it could have been really toasty right here.
Yes, it could have.
Right now. So it's real comfortable here tonight as we're getting ready to start.
So Royals getting ready to kick off. Cameron Delagrange is going to kick off for the Royals. Got a couple guys back deep. It looks like Jeremiah Mole, Eddie Parker, and Maddox Pritchett back deep here for the Bulldogs.
Special teams has been a big part here early on in this early season.
Deli with the low kick. Goes over there to Parker. Parker breaks one, and he's going to get brought down just across the 50. That was Eli Manship with the tackle. Good return there for the Centerville Bulldogs to start this one out. It's going to set them up with nice field position on the Royals side of the field.
Looked like he made a good initial move, got to the side and tried to cut it up middle, and we got the tackle there at the end. So,
well, the Royals have employed 3 different kickers here, 4 if you count Matt Hunt kicking extra points. So kind of like last year, it's been kicking by committee. And sometimes as a kickoff specialist, like a kickoff rundown guy, you get used to one guy's kicks. And when somebody else does it, it can be a little bit of a difference for you.
Our perspective is so hard to see numbers.
2 receivers to each side. Hollandonner nearly goes down, escapes and picks up about 2. I thought we had him, but I couldn't see because I'm blocked by the down marker.
Yes. It's going to be a unique perspective here, so we're going to try to do our best here. But he was falling down from the moment he took a step, so was really never able to gain his balance.
You got it, Joe.
Oh, you get it. You get it.
Okay, trips to the left. He's got Shea. Actually, it's quads to the left here. Empty formation. Brings Mole back. Hands off to Mole in the backfield, and he's brought down by Brennan Trueblood. That was it right there. We talked about the impact.
And getting them down now into a 3rd and long situation. We'll try to say the down and distance because we're not going to have that tonight, as it's now 3rd and 14.
Yeah, 6-yard loss there for Mole. Obvious passing situation. Let's see if Wheeler and Youngblood can pin their ears back and go. Good pressure. Forces Hollandonner to move, and he throws one, and it bounces over there in the neighborhood of Austin Brown, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So good defense there, and going to force them to punt. And just exactly the start this defense wanted, as they gave up 41 points last week. I don't think that's really the performance that we were hoping for. So that's a good start here tonight against a good offensive team.
So Parker, Eddie Parker back to punt. He's not listed. They had Jace Hollandonner listed as their normal punter on their depth chart. So we'll see if this is something tricky or if it's just a mistyped thing. Parker, bad punt.
It is against the wind.
Yeah. He gets a good roll to it, and it's going to roll down to about the 28-yard line. So he got a good roll from it, but
and the wind is blowing from the right to the left on your screen there. So as you're watching the ball game, the wind is blowing toward your left. So right now the Royals have the wind to their back here offensively. It's not a huge wind. We played at much worse winds.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's one that
you got offensive starters, but
oh, sorry. No, I do.
Starters here for the offense. Couple little tweaks. We got Taylor Conley starting at wide receiver and Brennan Turner starting at center tonight. So trips to the far side of the field. Eden in the gun is going to put Blake Whittington in motion. So I guess Blake's actually starting for Conley. Hands off to Mark up the middle. Mark's got a seam. Mark tripped over his own feet, I think.
Yeah,
Looked like he tripped over that line.
It's going to be
He's out close, going to pick up. We're going to call it 12.
Did he get it? I thought he.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Sorry, my perspective, I thought he was short.
Oh, picks up 12.
We'll get back.
Eden quickly to the ball. 2 receivers to each side. Hands off. Nope, he's going to keep it. Fakes it to Mark. Eden around the edge. And Eden is going to get taken down, but not before he picks up about 8.
Yep, 7 or 8. So already that run pass option, kind of moving here at a quick pace here offensively. Already on the ball, ready to go.
Yep. So again, 2 receivers to each side. He's got Eli Manship and Dawson Springman to his right. He hands off to Mark again. Good push from the offensive line. Mark's going to pick up the first down.
Yep.
Picks up about 2.
That's some good running there. Haven't put the ball in the air yet. Just trying to get some good yardage here on the ground, see what that opens up later.
Well, last week we kind of got beat up front. That was the difference of that game. And right now I was talking to Coach Klink, our offensive line coach, before the game, and he talked about purposefully finishing our plays. Mark again.
He lost his footing there, it looked like, or tripped or got tripped.
Yep. But I think they want to establish that up front, that mentality of toughness that we kind of let ourselves get punched in the mouth last week.
Yeah.
So we want to establish that first up. So again, 2 receivers to each side. You got Brown and Blake Whittington on the near side. Eden's going to keep it, looks to throw. Nobody there, so he's going to run. Eden cuts back, and he's hauled down around the 42. Now I'm going to call it 43. So he picks up 6.
To bring up 3rd and about 2 or 3.
Obviously,
Or
4
4.
down
Or 4.
territory here. So, yeah. Trips to the near side. Swings it out here to Mark. That was a backwards one, so a lateral there to Mark Cuby.
Oh, good.
Good job lowering the shoulder and picking it up.
It looked like he was initially going to maybe get stopped,
Yeah.
but he just kind of fought through the tackle and picked up the yardage needed to get that first down. So nice hard run there as we're going to be pretty quick. Like he just kind of ran over those tacklers. They're late.
So he picks up 5. Again, that was classified technically as a run there because it was backwards up the middle. We just didn't pick up. I think that was Shea Hollandoner that made the play there. Couldn't pick him up, but still Mark picks up 3. Yeah, we're trying to catch them subbing here. Johnny McGinty, their leading tackler, he's kind of trying to figure out what's going on. Mark again gets brought down by Ethan
fumble.
Becerra. He fumbles it, and Bulldogs jump on it. You got that one on the replay there, Joe?
We'll go for it. We'll see. I don't know what kind of angle you're going to have of it. He's running away from us. Yeah, you can't really see it, but you see the scramble later.
Yeah, that was Becerra.
And that's a tough way to end that drive. Is we were really just making a lot of progress, methodically moving down the field, and just got to take care of the football.
Let's see if the D-line can get back to what they're doing. Couple new faces here with some injuries. Connor Cook starting at Mike linebacker tonight too. We got movement here. Did we break the plane? Nope, we're going to say false start on the Bulldogs. They were clapping, and
yes.
I thought
There's your.
that should have been there. So defensive starters, We already talked about the D-line. Elijah Eden, Blake Whittington, Taylor Conley, Connor Cook, Cameron Delagrange, Austin Brown, Dawson Springman, and Eli Manship.
137 or so devices watching.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure and chat with us. So trips to the near side here. Hollandonner's got Mull in the backfield, fakes, flips it out here to Shea Hollendonner. Shea gets a block. Good blocking there from the Bulldogs. And Shea Hollendonner nearly gets stripped, but he gets it out past the 50, and he's going to go to the 48-yard line.
Trueblood might have been the one that got him down. But he made a nice little cut initially to avoid the first tackle, and then it looks like Trueblood's the one that took him down.
But what really impressed me, their good blocking. This is a team, again, we talked about how well coached they are. I'm always impressed with their blocking from their receivers. That is always kind of a testament to how coachable your kids are. Hollendonner looks quick for his brother, nothing there. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's pushed out of bounds by Elijah Eden. But he's going to pick up about, see if they give him 6 or 7 here. Looks like they're going to give him 6.
It's an interesting perspective. I feel like we're closer to the action today,
Yes.
just a different perspective, different angle. It's a little hard for me. Like you know where they're at more than I do.
It's hard to see the far side of the
Yes.
field, and right now with the chains in front of us, sometimes you can't see because the yard markers are blocking. So again, trips to the far side. 2nd and 4. Handoff is to Mull up the middle. Good job by the Royal defense. He only picked up about a yard. And again, Youngblood and Cook right there to make the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And again, obviously, you're going to go for it on 4th down here. Barring something catastrophic, you're going to go for it on 4th down. So you might see, I'm going to say, they've run it twice with Mull there. Watch Hollendonner pulling it and keeping it himself. Kind of what we're doing with Eden. Watch that coming. That ball nearly gets deflected. It might have gotten deflected, and his pass out there to Ethan Becerra falls incomplete.
This is Centerville has a real good group of athletes right now. Skill position, you got the Becerra, you got both Hollendonners. Just a really good athletes.
Maddox Pritchett, we haven't said his name yet tonight. Maddox Pritchett, 5 catches, 3 touchdowns. That's explosive.
Yeah, so they have some dangerous players all over the field that we've got to be aware of.
Yeah, Becerra was All-State as a tight end last year. Pritchett was All-State as a DB last year. So bunch formation here to the near side, and they got movement. Shea Hollendonner flinched, and I don't know how that ref back there, I don't know how the white hat saw it.
Now, does that change your perspective here, 4th down? And
for me, no.
Okay.
But for Coach Cole, I still don't think so either.
Yeah.
Maybe, if anything, because with blowing this wind in your face, although he is going to go punt for it.
So that's a big penalty there, going for it on 4th down to now punting it. This is also a place where you could, if you want to do some trickery, there's not a lot of risk and a decent amount of reward.
So ball's sitting at the 46-yard line. Parker back to punt. Eli Manship deep for the Royals to return. Snap is good. Parker takes a long time, and it goes nowhere. That might not gain any yardage. Just got backspin on it, and it's out of bounds at the 41. That was a 5-yard punt, and that's why I would have gone for it.
Yeah, because if I wouldn't even got a 1st down.
Although I would, if it was up to me, I'd never punt.
Yeah,
I'm not like the Iowa Hawkeyes. I would just.
We remember those days.
At one time, we picked up a 4th and 26 from our own 13-yard line.
I do remember. I was there.
That was fun. So Royals set up again with good field position here on the 41-yard line. Let's see if we aired out. We didn't technically attempt any passes that series because the one pass was actually a lateral to Mark.
And you wonder if you should maybe take a little advantage here. You're halfway through the first quarter. You're going to be thrown against the wind. It's not where it's going to affect.
No, I don't think I think that punt got up so high and hung up there that's why it affected it. Now Eden back to throw.
Nope.
Looks like quarterback draw. Eden goes. Eden's got a lot of room, gets a good block from Brown, and then he's brought down after a huge gain all the way down to the 20. Brought down there.
And really nowhere in the middle. Like, he saw an opening, and it was just wide open.
Yep.
And that's just a real smart play by a senior quarterback that has played a lot of football games.
So Eden up to 53 yards rushing now. And quickly on the ball, trips to the far side. Eden's going to hand off to Mark. Mark bounces it. Hollendonner can't bring him down, but he is brought down there by, still waiting for him to come up off the pile, Johnny McGinty, their leading tackler.
And 2 hands on the football by Mark there.
Yep.
He doesn't want to give up another one. You learned your lesson, I think. I hope. Protecting the football here.
Yeah, they dropped everybody on that pass. Eden just saw it and took off. I almost thought it was a draw for a second. Eden again, looks, gives to Mark. And Hollendonner's catching us. Replay that real quick. If you watch number 12, Shea Hollendonner's catching us from the backside. And you watch him come through here. And we're pulling and we're not getting that block back. We're not communicating very well there. And the time before, Hollendonner didn't get there, but that time he did. Our linemen have to communicate just a tiny bit better there and make sure that we get him picked up.
We forgot our telestrator at home. But, no. Another mistake.
Bad snap. See if Mark can get on it. And he does. And I was just getting ready to say, we had a change at center. Brennan Turner starting at center tonight. Christian Wisman out with an injury. And although that one, man, I mean, that was a high snap. Eden couldn't grab it, but when he swatted it, it actually ended up making it a little worse. So
fortunate there.
Royals lose.
4th and 20 now.
They lose about 15. Eden back to pass now. He's got Eli down the middle. He's going to run it, though. Instead, he's got room to run. See if he can get there. Cuts it back, and he is brought down, and I can't tell you where he's brought down. He's going to be short by about 10.
Yeah.
But we got a flag on the play.
Oh. Is it something?
I have no idea what it is.
A face?
It's in the area of a face mask.
Something to deal with the tackle more than a block, I don't
Yeah. I don't think there was anybody over there to block.
So, and they're not going to face us to be able to see the signal, so.
No.
We're just going to have to hear the boos or the cheers.
So Eden picks up 12. Personal foul on the Bulldogs.
That's going to give us a first down.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to be at the 9-yard line, it appears.
So personal foul keeps everything alive, although, 9-yard line now. So bunch formation to the near side. We'll take it after that bad snap. We'll take it. Good job there by Eden. Eden is going to roll out this way. He's got Eli Manship. Eli Manship in for the touchdown.
And I don't know if we saw it or not. I don't know if it made it. It's hard. We have to zoom in a little bit on the thing, but it was a nice throw by Elijah, and it was right on target for Eli. It's just out of the picture there on the replay. That was Cole Allen running the camera there on that one. So
what a job there by the Royals of not letting a bad play get you down. I mean, that was critical because that was a time you could have hung your head and been like, man, it's 4th and 20. We've been driving. But nothing there from the Royals. That was exciting. I'm pumped up. You could just tell this has got a different kind of feel than last week. Matt Hunt on to try the extra point. Looks good and is.
And that was one of his best-looking extra points of the year right there. So we see an improvement in the kicking game as well here. Nice job there by Matt, as that was pretty solid.
Yep. So 7-0 Royals. We're going to step aside real quick and hear from one of our sponsors.
Star Connect Electric customer, did you know the same great service you trust for your electricity can power your connection to the digital world? That's because high-speed fiber internet is available to your home. Experience internet without limits, lightning fast speeds with no data caps, all with expert support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From electricity to internet, we're your trusted local connection. The power to connect is already here. Visit 9starconnect.com today.
All right, we're back here at Centerville High School. Eastern Hancock leads 7-0 here. And it's been kind of a weird first quarter so far with 4:19 to play here in the first.
And you mentioned we didn't drop our heads. We were in a tough situation, 4th and 20, and found a way to get the first down and end up with the touchdown. Senior to senior there, Eden to Manship.
Delagrange puts a foot into that one. Over to Parker again. Parker bobbles it but ends up picking it up. And much better job there. I see Taylor Conley fly down and lay the stick down at about the 30-yard line. It's always a good plan when you're the special teams coach to kick to the side that Taylor Conley's on. That is
Yes.
That is it.
I don't know a lot about football or the practices and things, but I hear the coaches always are talking about Taylor Conley and the effort he puts in and the high-level play, even when he was on JV, like now on varsity level.
So Hollendonner puts Becerra in motion. He's going to flip it out here to Becerra. Becerra can't get a block. Delagrange gets there. Springman gets there, and short pickup there. Going to give him about 3. So Becerra gets his first touch of the game. And that right there, Becerra is also their backup quarterback. And I know last year they actually kind of expected to use him and Jace, and I think Jace just was so good. They were like, let's.
They used him a few times. The Hurricane night game, he played quite a bit because they couldn't throw.
Yeah.
So.
But look there, that could be a dangerous trick play. Here, Hollendonner sends him in motion. Hollendonner with a beautiful cut, and then he's going to be nearly brought down. He's got him and Eden to beat. Eden wraps him up, and Eden throws him down, but not before he runs all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And he just kind of did the same thing as Eden, right up the middle, made a few good cuts, and then we could not get a good grip on him. Pike took a few bad angles maybe.
53-yard scamper for Jace Hollendonner there. He's got the two quarterbacks, the leading rushers. He's got 61, and Eden's got 63 for the game. But just so strong, breaking tackles. I thought we had him at about the 50, and then I thought we had him again about the 40. Tough kid. Jace Hollendonner is an impressive player. Jace again flips it out here to Mole on the sweep. Delagrange couldn't quite get the edge. Mole gets a block there by Becerra, and he's taken down. I can't tell exactly. It looks like about the 4-yard line. So Mole with the positive run there. And right now, this looks like they're trying to flank us. Sorry. Cut you off as you were trying to talk.
Oh, no. I didn't have anything.
So they're going to say officially on the 3-yard line. 2:44 to play here in the first quarter. Pritchett. Jet sweep. Taylor Conley's going to blow it up in the backfield for a loss. And that's always a dangerous play to run down on the goal line because you're either going to score or you're going to lose 4 or 5 yards. So they're going to call that a loss of 7.
That's huge play there.
Yeah. You go from 1st and goal on the 3 to 2nd and goal on the 10. Huge play by Taylor Conley there. I would expect them to try to get the edge again on us here. Maybe like not a jet sweep, but maybe a quarterback run here with Hollendonner. So 2 receivers to each side. They're stacked. Hollendonner runs up the middle, the quarterback lead, and he's gobbled up by Carson Smith. I think he actually lost a yard there.
Yep.
That's going to make it 3rd and 12.
Already you see like you mentioned, see a big change on the line.
Yep.
Between last week and this week.
Actually, they're going to say still on the 10. We'll give them.
So 3rd and 10 from the 10. 3rd and goal from the 10.
3rd and goal from the 10 here.
Under a minute and a half left.
Yep. Takes the snap. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it. And there's Maddox Pritchett for the touchdown. Good throw there by Jace Hollendonner. Again, he is an accurate quarterback. Watch this throw. This is tough. Maddox Pritchett just runs like a whip route here on Brown. You can't see the route, but under duress, gets it out. And that whip route on the goal line is tough to play against. So Hollendonner only 33 yards passing, but big play there.
And kind of a similar touchdown. As far as nicely thrown toward the sideline and well-timed throw and good catch. And thankfully on our side, we can see it a lot better from the sun.
Yep. All for the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up, and it is good. That's Mole. That's the kicker for them. Jeremiah Mole is 10 of 12 on his extra points for the season, and he ties it up at 7. So 7-7 with 1:14 to go. You're watching the Eastern Hancock Sports Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So Mole on to kick here.
We'll say I had a cheeseburger before the game. It was a really good.
Yeah. I was excited, and I didn't make it. There's a barbecue truck here, and it smells delicious, but when I went there earlier, it wasn't open yet.
And I meant to give an update on Marvin's last week, and I forgot. Like, Coach Allen really downplayed Marvin's. I wasn't expecting a lot. It was a really good garlic cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I probably maybe would have got another one had we had a little more time and not been so late.
Pop-up kick there. Gavin Schultz gets it. Gavin with the cut, and Gavin's going to go down after about a 7-yard return there. Royals are going to start. Really good field position here at the 40. So neither team's winning the kickoff game. Both teams have started with decent field position here tonight.
Yeah, North Decatur and Greencastle had kickers that could really get the ball down to the goal line tonight. It's much shorter kicks.
So it looks like, again, 2 receivers to each side. You got Springman and Eli Manship on the far side, Brown and Blake Whittington on the near side. QB in the backfield with Eden. Handoff. QB gets the handoff, nearly gets the bounce, but again, it's that we're not getting that back block, and Hollendonner is slanting into a gap. That's what we call. Is that Becerra down? I think that's Ethan Becerra down right now, holding his ankle for the Bulldogs. So let's go to commercial real quick, and we'll be right back with an update here.
Summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of...
So he's still down. I never got up enough. It does look like Ethan Becerra for the Centerville Bulldogs.
We're not 100% sure, though.
No, we're not.
I keep looking for him over there in the huddle. But
So QB had no gain on that play. So he started out, he had a 12-yard run right off the bat, but then since then, he's still only up to 31 yards rushing. So they've done a decent job of hemming him in so far.
Becerra.
That is Becerra. He's going to get helped off by the coaches. He was a little gimpy on the ankle. Hopefully, it's nothing. Hopefully, it's nothing serious, and he can be.
He is putting weight
back.
on it, so
yeah, he's
not being fully carried. So he's walking. Just with some help.
Such a key player. I mean, he's second leading tackler with 17 tackles. He and Johnny McGinty. And I think McGinty looked like he had his ankle taped up, number 42. They're their 2 leading tacklers, and Becerra's such a weapon on offense as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 9 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the season. So hopefully we can see that young man come back here in this game because he's a fun kid to watch. So 2 receivers to each side again. Stack formation now. So the receivers are stacked out there.
Under a minute left.
No, sorry, one of them was blocked.
2nd and 10.
Bunch formation to the near side now. Look for us to try to get outside. Speed option with Eden and QB. They trip up Eden, but not before he picks up about 9.
Pick up a nice 9-yard gain, and you talked about in Greencastle the way that Mark kind of stayed behind him. It was always that option they had to worry about, and Eden seemed to make the right decision.
Yep, he kept it. And so when you play against a team that's running the option, you have to be very disciplined, and everybody's got a responsibility that they've got to follow. And Eden just took advantage of that right there. Eden, quick screen out here to Blake Whittington. Good block by Eli Manship, and Blake's going to pick up the first down. What a block by Eli. 8-yard pickup on the play there.
And they got it out to him quick, and then Whittington just cut up field as soon as he could, and good block like you mentioned.
Yep, and this is going to take us to the end of the first quarter here.
There we go. It's tied up at 7 at the end of the first quarter here in Centerville. And this is no surprise.
Nope.
Eastern Hancock Centerville games have been known to be down to the wire. So it's kind of exactly what we expected with these 2 teams.
So let's take a commercial break. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this word from our sponsors.
Car that sparkling clean shine it deserves. Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Check that one.
Yeah. Dave's commercial not working right. So coming back here, all knotted up at 7 here as we start the second quarter. The Royals are going to have the ball in Bulldog territory at the 43-yard line, or 42. Let's move the chains up one. I got a text asking if we can get the players on the sideline to sit down so that we can.
Yes. I don't know if coaches would like that. Usually coaches aren't a big fan of people sitting down, at least especially early in the game, I would think. Guess in basketball they sit down, don't they?
Yeah, they do in basketball.
Get out of the way. In fact, they're told to sit down. So
I'd look for the Royals to stay in this bunch. We got trips to the near side. Actually, it's empty. Mark's out in the slot to the far side. QB's going to motion back in. Eden takes the snap, looks, flips it out here to Mark. Mark with a circus catch, and then he is brought down for no gain. I couldn't tell. You had it right down there. Was that forward or backwards on that pass?
We'll get a look at it, I think, maybe here. But it was close. Like, if they had called that a drop and then a fumble, I probably wouldn't have argued it. So if Mark hadn't brought that in.
And that's where you got to be a little more one way or the other there, because that can be dangerous, because you might think it's a pass, and if he drops it, it does turn into a fumble.
Another
high snap. Eden corrals it, and then he's going to be brought down in the backfield by Jacob Elsrod.
And that's just going to be – we're going to have a little bit of that with the new people playing some new positions. That's going to be expected.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Turner's done a good job. He's a very good center. He's done a good job, and it's hard because he's got McLean Henry right in front of him. McLean Henry firing off and hitting him every play. This is a tough defense to play against as a young center. Eden's going to roll out. Eden's got room. Throws it deep to Brown, and it's going to be out of bounds. Yep, that one was out. That one was out. Eddie Parker caught it, but he was already out of bounds on that one. So
the Cody cam would have been right on that.
Yes,
one.
it would have.
Seen it.
And this is kind of Brown just got a little too wide there. We ended up underthrowing him just a touch, which isn't a bad thing because you kind of made it a jump ball. And there, from Eden's perspective, we're going to punt. So even if that was a pick, that still would have given the Bulldogs bad field position.
Right.
So that's one.
And we haven't seen great punts go in this direction.
No. So Eden just threw that up, trying to make something happen. It wasn't. That's one of those. If it gets picked off, who cares?
Let's see if Matt can get something out of this. Good.
That one, it bounced off Springman and goes out of bounds at about the 18-yard line there.
Yeah.
Actually, they're going to call it dead where it hit Springman at the 15.
Right.
Nope, they're going to.
As we saw from the
17.
Centerville's punting earlier, it could be much worse. So
Yes.
that was a good punt there by Matt. And it's going to put Centerville at their worst field position, I believe.
Yeah, they haven't had bad field position yet tonight. So let's see if they can drive. They've kind of big played down the field so far. So quads formation, 4 receivers to the far side of the field. So far, every time they've done this, they've brought Mole back in motion. See if they do that again or if they stick with it. Nope, going to drop back and throw. Flips the screen out there to Maddox Pritchett. Pritchett breaks a tackle. Pritchett gets a block, and Pritchett gets up all the way out past the 35-yard line, and he's going to be hauled down. They're going to get him all the way to the 40, aren't they?
Yeah. Good initial, like they threw the pass and then had good blocking in front. And dangerous players. We saw 5 catches, 3 touchdowns this year.
Well, and he's going to have to, somebody's going to have to step up with Becerra out right now with the ankle. They're going to have somebody step up. Little different formation. You see Hollandoner as the sniffer in the backfield, hand off to Mole, and he's got nowhere to go. Blown up there. That was Connor Cook, Taylor Conley, blowing that thing up for a 1-yard gain.
What number was Connor last year? 22?
22 last year. He's 50.
I was like, where's 22? I didn't recognize the number.
Yeah, he's moved. Well, he's now a backup offensive lineman.
Gotcha.
So he's got to have that ineligible number. They got a tight bunch formation here. Watch that sweep out this way. There it is from Mole. Delagrange turns it back in. Conley gets the tackle, but Mole's going to pick up the first. And that's tough because they flip this thing out here, and Cameron Delagrange gets outside, but he's got to take on that block a little stronger instead of ripping under it because he makes a little bit too big of a hole. And that's something you'll see Coach Snyder talk to him. I bet he doesn't. He'll take that on a little bit better next time. But I like the effort from Deli getting downhill there.
A little slower pace here. Early on, I felt like both teams were really pushing the pace, the tempo, getting to the line pretty quickly. Now Centerville's slowing it down just a little bit as it's already 4 seconds left on the play clock.
Yep. Quick snap. Hollandoner up the middle. Good tackle there by Blake Whittington, and he stands him up for only a 2-yard gain. So, yeah, they had some substitutions. I saw Caden Perkins came in. Kyle Dickinson came in.
Blake Whittington, one of the sophomores this year that's really been stepping up from, usually sometimes you don't see this many sophomores making an impact as we have this year.
Yeah, Blake, Dawson, Brennan Turner, Drew Morris, a lot of sophomores playing some key roles here. Hollandoner back to pass, throws on the run, and drops it in the breadbasket. What a throw.
Yeah, that was an impressive throw. As I didn't see who was it that got it.
Maddox Pritchett.
Pritchett.
I mean, watch this throw on the run, hits Pritchett in stride. This is good pressure from the Royals, make him step up, and he just flips that one right over the corner. Wow.
I do like Centerville's fight song.
What is it?
It's Produce.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm starting to sing the Purdue part of it.
I've only ever been to one Purdue game.
You've been to more than I have.
I watched them play Minnesota. So on to kick, and that one just ekes its way through. Luke Moll gets it to go, and it's going to be 14-7 as Hollandaner with his second touchdown pass. He's over 100 yards passing on the night as he hits Maddox Pritchett. Pritchett, we said, had 5 catches for 3 touchdowns coming in. He now has 9 catches for 5 touchdowns.
Yes, that's pretty efficient as a wide receiver.
Yeah. So let's take another commercial break here. 8:26 to go. You're listening to the Eastern Hancock Sports Network.
Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
All right, we're back here at Centerville High School. Sun's going down now, so
it's getting a little chilly. I think I may have not chose the right wardrobe, or I should have threw a sweatshirt in the car behind me.
I think I did choose the. I'm sticking the shirt and tie to here.
It's usually not this cold in the press box.
Brylan Riggs to kick off, pops it up right to Gavin Schultz again. Gavin returns up the middle, and Gavin slides like a quarterback, and that looked a whole lot worse than it was. I think he missed most of that blow.
I think most of the time when Gavin gets tackled, it usually looks a lot worse than it is.
Yes.
But I don't think they realize how dangerous of a runner that Gavin could be too.
I think they looked at his size and they go, "Hey, we'll kick to that kid." But if the Royals can set that up, Gavin can pop one up the sideline. So, again, good field position. Eastern's going to start on the 42. Again, bunch formation to the far side here. Whittington, Manship, and Springman over there. Let's see if we can get something. There's going to be a pass from Eden. No pressure. Great job by the D-line. Eden sets up, bombs it downfield. He's got 2 receivers, and nice play there by Eddie Parker to knock that thing away from Austin Brown.
Is that Becerra back out there?
That is Becerra back out there. So Ethan Becerra back out on the field. That's good to see. And he looks a little gimpy still, but you may see him just on one side of the ball here as they try to manage that a little bit.
That's a good throw there going. And the wind has died down a tad. So
yeah, the wind's basically gone now. Eden hands off to Mark. Huge hole off the right side. And Mark Hubie gets it all the way down to the 42. 16-yard pickup for Hubie.
And that really just nice job cutting through. Made one initial cut, and good job by the line to give him that opening.
Well, this is kind of the strong side, the experienced side of our line with Morris and Carson Smith over here on this side. We flip it out to the left. Hubie's going to cut back on Becerra, but Becerra's going to wrestle him down. But we get to have a flag in the deep from the secondary. That's in the neighborhood of either a really bad hold. That's in the neighborhood of a really bad hold or a face mask.
And we won't be able to see it.
No, we won't.
We'll have to listen for the announcer to tell us what they signal.
Yeah, we can't tell.
It's going to be against us as we move back.
So it's got to be a hold there.
But it was first down, so we still got a lot of downs here to make it up. As Mark does come out.
Yeah, he looked a little gassed after that one. So
it's Wheeler back there.
Evan Wheeler's back there. Evan hasn't got a carry yet this year, so I'm sure he's itching to get a carry. If he gets a hold of it, he might do something big. Eden back to pass, flips it over here to Brown. Brown gets a great block, and he's going to pick up about 8. Sorry, I know I keep talking about the blocks, but watch the blocks from these near side receivers. Eli Manship and Blake Whittington both with big blocks there too. Actually, that was more like 10. Sorry.
Yep. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 here.
Hands off to Wheeler. Wheeler, and again, gets caught down from the backside by Shea Hollandonner. Wheeler's not going down, but his forward progress is stopped. Looks like he lost a yard there. So 3rd and 8 now. And again, we're pulling that guard, and Hollandonner's coming right where that guard was. And that power play hasn't been as effective as it has been in the past. Eden flips it out to Blake. Blake gets a block and get down. He's going to pick up the first.
And it's similar play to what we executed earlier in the game on our last drive.
Yep.
Got it out to Blake, and Blake cuts it upfield quickly.
Yep.
So we may have to cut this replay short. Can't really see much over there anyways.
Eden hands off to Wheeler. Wheeler with a nice cut. Doesn't gain a whole lot, though.
QB is now coming on back onto the field.
It's like Wheeler picked up about a yard. So 2nd and 9. 2 receivers to each side for Eden. He's going to drop back to throw. He's got Brown, blown coverage there, but what a play to get there. Kyle Dickinson, I thought Brown was open there, but Dickinson comes from the safety position to knock that thing away. And go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't have anything. Just it was great play there, and that looked initially open.
Yeah, that from Eden's perspective, that look there, that was the right decision by Eden. Just a good play by Dickinson. Eden's going to roll out. He's got Manship on the corner route. Throws it downfield and just airmails it over Manship there. He had him early. He waited just a step too long.
Everything has been to the outside, I feel like, for both teams. Not much over the middle or anywhere in the middle. So what's the reason you think for that?
Both teams have really good linebackers. Visera and Johnny McGinty. Now, McGinty's actually playing D-end right now, but those guys are really good in the middle for the Bulldogs. And so that's limiting what we can do between the tackles. And then for us, we've got a really strong D-line. And they're kind of pinning their ears back going after Hollandonner, which is forcing things to the outside. 4th and 9, 5:38 to go. Looks like Coach Holden's going to take a timeout. With that, you want to hear from our corporate sponsors and thank them.
Yeah, just a second. As
Switch it to second quarter.
That would be a good idea. That went away, didn't it?
Include the commercial first, then you can.
All right, if I can find the right.
The camaraderie and community you experience in high school sports is unlike anything else. I'm McKenna Cruz from Greenwood Community High School.
And I'm Sawyer Tittman from Fort Wayne Snyder High School. Where else do coaches help their players develop as athletes and as human beings?
Where else do student athletes grow together and grow up together?
Where else do parents and fans from all walks of life come together as one to cheer on their team?
High school sports are special because coaches, student athletes, and fans know they are all.
Sorry, I had to end that early. So 4th and 9, big play here for the Royals. Watch us look to get Eden sprinting out to his right here so he has an option to run it or throw it. Maybe with Blake setting the edge to make sure he can get outside. There you go. Eden steps back. Good job there from the O-line to give him a place to go. Eden's going to throw it deep, and it is Eli Manship turns into a defensive back and knocks it away. Good play there from number 25, Maddox Pritchett. We've said his name way too many times here tonight.
Yes. And again, kind of the same kind of area we've been kind of attacking with the pass, and they've defended it really well.
Well, if you watch this replay one more time, Eden actually has Brown really, really quick. But he has to move. See how he has to move right now around that defender?
Right.
And that took away that opportunity to throw to Brown. And that was that's why he couldn't get that out quite as quick as he wanted to, because that's where he wanted to go with that ball initially. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. 5.5 minutes to go. Royals going to take another timeout here. I don't think we had the personnel we wanted on defense. Can't take them with you, right?
No.
So Coach Holden's going to burn a timeout. So right now, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about some of the other things going on. Next week is homecoming week.
Yep.
So when we play at home against South Putnam, a game that kind of looking forward to, a team that for as far away they are, we've played a few times.
Yep.
But
and always a good team. Remind me a lot of North Decatur. They are fundamentally sound. I know I keep harping on this. You've heard me say it way too many times. Our schedule might be one of the best coached schedules in small school football. I know that the head coach at South Putt, Chuck Sorrell, he was a Pike guy, so he was with Coach Etch up at Pike. I mean, he's a really good coach. They are physical, mean and nasty up front in a good way. So you got that homecoming. Cheer competition tomorrow.
Cheer competition.
Royal Rumble cheer competition tomorrow night. So come on out for that. I think we have record number of teams. 24 or 26 teams coming out. It's always a fun competition, whether you're a cheer fan or not.
Right.
Flip it out here to Shea Hollandonner. Shea's going to get a block, get around. Eden nearly gets the tackle, but Shea breaks loose, and he only picks up about 2 more yards after that. So Hollandonner.
It almost looked like he had the first down, retreated, lost the first down, and then ended up getting it back.
His second catch of the game. He's got 39 yards receiving.
Good to see him getting to play here his senior year after missing his junior year due to injury. Really good athlete. Felt horrible for him in the way his junior football season went.
And luckily he was able to come back at the end of basketball season. They won a sectional. He was a big part of that, so he's a really good kid.
Which is impressive.
Yes.
Like
Hollandonner moves, finds his brother. Another 10-yard gain there.
And like I said, first time I feel like we've seen someone throw over the middle tonight, either team.
And again, we talked about, young line. Thing I love to see, our linemen come over here. They're with Coach Klink, our offensive line coach, on the sideline. And he's just constantly coaching. Just constantly coaching them up. Teaching these boys. Phenomenal offensive line coach. Hollandonner lowers his head.
He gets the first down.
No,
just short.
Call him just short.
I keep looking at the ball and not the official. And that's been my mistake here.
Hollandonner now has 71 yards rushing on only 6 carries.
We have basically the same perspective that you're looking on the camera is basically what we see. Maybe
the camera's a little better.
Yeah.
Again, Jonathan Smith running the camera for us tonight. We're really appreciative. He's doing a really nice job. Hollandonner keeps it on the keeper. He's going to
be close.
He's going to be close. I don't know.
Could we have our first measurement of the year?
Nope, they're going to give it to him.
They always give it to him.
No.
It's not like the
old days. They always give it to him unless I'm the one that wants them to measure because I think it's short.
Because back in the old days, I felt like they measured all the time. Now it's once or twice a season, maybe.
Make the chain guys earn their keep.
Yes.
That's my strategy. 2 receivers to each side for Hollandonner. Puts Pritchard in motion. Hollandonner, we get pressure on him, and there's Wheeler for the sack, his first sack of the night. Brings him down for a loss. It looks like about 3, where they're going to spot it at. Well, the officials are talking. I think we have a flag. Oh, we do have a flag here on the near side.
I didn't see it.
Right at the snap, we had a flag. I don't know if we had an illegal formation or with Pritchett going, maybe an illegal motion.
But did he get back to the line? How much did he lose on that?
It looks like he lost 3 based on where they spotted it.
So it looked like Holden. They said they're going to decline it, take the sack.
Oh yeah, so they're going to take the sack and the down. So 3-yard loss there.
So second and
13. So there's Wheeler coming in with the sack. 4 receivers to the near side. Hollandonner's going to roll.
Ooh,
Throws it, and it's dropped. Kyle Dickinson couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, but he had some space there too, over the middle there, and just couldn't reel it in.
He heard Taylor Conley coming and took his eyes off the ball there, because he might have gotten beheaded by Taylor Conley if he catches that cleanly.
Now, are you aggressive defensively here?
You go after him. Go after him. So I think you're gonna have Trueblood and Wheeler rush hard. You're gonna blitz 2 linebackers up the middle and try to keep him in the pocket, but go after him hard. Becerra in motion. We get the pressure.
Ooh,
he's hit as he throws.
It is out.
Ball comes out, but the Bulldogs jump on it.
I don't know who got the initial hit there.
I believe it's Youngblood.
Right there, yeah.
Youngblood and Wheeler converged on him.
That's going to be a punt here, which hasn't been the most successful area for Centerville tonight. It's been somewhat of an adventure. Manship's back.
Yep, Manship back to return. Parker to kick. Good snap. Parker bobbles the snap. Gets rid of it, a low line drive kick, and he's going to get a really friendly roll.
Yeah.
But you could tell he changed his angle on that. So the ones before it, he tried to kill it, and he booted it really high, and it just got caught up in the air. That one, he tried to kick it low and got the roll.
And those, I would think that the low ones would be the harder ones to field.
Yeah.
And so it's not a bad strategy, and you're probably not going to get a bad bounce.
I'm a big fan. If I'm punting, if I don't have somebody with just a cannon of a leg, I want that low line drive punt and make it bounce. You want to make sure it bounces, because otherwise they get a really quick return.
So long field here.
2:18 to go. Handoff is to QB up the middle. Mark's going to pick up 2.
So need to try to got 2 minutes here to try to go 89 yards and tie this up before halftime.
And this is actually where Elijah Eden shines. He's actually at his best in 2-minute drill. So I would not be surprised to see some big plays from him. Although he gets drilled by Johnny McGinty right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose a yard.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 9 now. You probably want to run it if you're the Royals, or a safe pass so you can keep that clock running, because you don't want to turn around and give the Bulldogs any time.
Right.
So I'd say a safe pass or a run. Bunch out wide here to the near side. Eden's back to throw. He rolls out to his left. Nothing there. Spins back around this way. Hollandonner gets blocked in the back.
Over here. He's got Manship over here.
We're going to get a flag, though. There's an illegal block. That's coming back as he hits Manship, but that one's going to come back because I think they blindsided Hollandonner.
Yeah.
I couldn't see who that was that did it.
I'm sure that replay is way too late.
Yeah.
I was watching the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad call from the official there. The Royal student section doesn't like it, but I don't think they're in a position to make that call.
Yeah.
They also seem to have their jerseys on backwards, which is bothering me. It's jersey night, and it appears to be backward jersey night, which is bothersome to me.
Not everybody.
The ones in the front seem to have.
Just a few, just a couple.
So, yeah, block in the back there. Minute 3, so 63 seconds left here. That's a half the distance penalty because the ball is on the 12. So it's going to go back to the 6. So now 3rd and about 15, 3rd and 16, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Eden back to pass again. Coach Holden being aggressive, goes up over the top. Manship can't get it in. Manship nearly, replay. Manship nearly, watch this. This could have nearly snags it. And then Becerra, hits him. That's clean. He hit him. He led with the hands. Royal fans didn't like that, but that wasn't leading with the head or anything. That's not targeting. So, but just a little bit high. If he brings that down, that's a nice play.
Now, an important kick here.
Yeah, well, important snap and an important kick. We got a good snap. Matt gets it. And it's blocked. And it's going to go picked up by Wheeler, and then Wheeler's going to get tackled in the end zone for a safety.
That's tough.
Dag nabbit.
They got a safety.
Johnny McGinty was the one that did it. Wheeler heads up play, but just nothing to do. And then he's brought down. Who brings him down? Let me watch this again. I think it might have been Pritchett. Maddox Pritchett. Nope. Not Maddox Pritchett. Couldn't tell who that was. Maybe Austin McGuire. So safety there gives 2 points to the Bulldogs on the blocked punt. And now they're going to get the ball back with 52 seconds left in the half.
Yes, with a guy with a dangerous arm. So.
And you kick off from the 20 after a safety. So your field position's probably going to be decent here. And I think they have all 3 of their timeouts if the scoreboard is accurate. So tough break right there.
Now the Royals do at least get the ball to start the second half.
Yep.
So that would be even more disaster.
Yeah.
Had the possession be in the Bulldogs for next half.
So Cameron Delagrange to kick, and again back deep here. We've got Eddie Parker, we've got Jeremiah Mole, and it looks like a Luke Mole, freshman. A couple of Moles and Parker back here at about the 37-yard line. And Deli's been kicking it to the right, to his right, so it should come towards our sideline here. Huge play right there.
Yeah.
Delagrange hops that one. Becerra's going to field it at the 50. Becerra he's not going to get a whole lot. He gets it out to about the 43-yard line with 47 seconds to go.
Still a lot of time with 3 timeouts here and an arm like Holland Donner has.
Now, their kicker, Jeremiah Mole, has not attempted a field goal this season. So he's 10 of 12 on extra points. Actually, he's 12 of 14 counting tonight. But he's a good extra point kicker. I haven't seen the leg. He's not sending it out to the fence on his extra points. I haven't watched him in warm-ups to see if he's got the leg to kick it a long field goal or not. So Jace with 2 receivers to each side takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Good job by Wheeler of cutting him off and not letting him go anywhere. But he hits Pritchett.
Get out of
Pritchett.
bounds,
I keep calling him Pritchett, but it's Pritchett.
He did get out of bounds.
He got out of bounds. Pickup of 9.
Oh, no, they're going to say 10.
They're going to give him 10.
And
now
should the clock be running?
Clock's running. I don't think the Centerville coaches know that it's running because they've got 3 timeouts. They're trying to get the officials' attention. So it stopped. They stopped it, and then they ran another 2 seconds off, and then they stopped it again, and then they ran it again. But it was stopped for a while at 41 seconds. So we'll see what they do. I would imagine I guess the officials are saying it was stopped for the first down, not because he got out of bounds.
Oh, and they might have thought he was
out of bounds.
That could be.
I didn't see how the ref signaled it.
Centerville was in no hurry.
No, they thought he was out of bounds. So let's see if they keep it at 29 or if they go back up to 41.
Well, they haven't signaled a timeout, and
well, no, the coaches were trying to signal a timeout. Or at least an explanation. But the white hat, the officials over there.
They just reset.
40. It should have been 41
something, but
I'm not going to complain about that.
No.
We'll take our extra second.
Oh, every second mattered a couple years ago when we were driving down the field.
That's why I said I'll take it. I'll take that extra second. Holland Donner again. Back to throw, puts it up, and he's going to just throw that one too far.
Varsity, who he was intending that for.
2nd and 10, 35 seconds to go. So he is, by the way, Jace Hollandonner is 9 of 13 for 136 yards. So efficient game for him right now, especially because he's been under some duress.
Right. And he's going to run this one.
Yep. Draw. Good job there. Nice tackle. I believe that was Wheeler. Nice job by Evan Wheeler. And he actually lost. Oh, they're going to say Carson. I thought that was Wheeler.
I think they just used their first timeout.
Yep, they used the timeout. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Says we have 2 timeouts on the scoreboard. That's not right, is it?
No, we only have 1. So 3rd and 12 here. Let's see what they do. We've done a really nice job. You know, again, you picked Wheeler as our player to watch. Wheeler and Trueblood have done a nice job of keeping Hollandonner in the pocket. Mm-hmm. Now, he's made some plays, but he's not been able to get out and run.
Yeah.
He had that one big 53-yard run on a designed run, and that's it.
Right.
10 carries, 61 yards, and one of them was a 53-yard run. So his other 9 carries have gone for 8 yards.
I'm not kind of off topic here. I want to thank Aaron Amos.
Oh, yeah.
For he's providing some battery power for us so we could do this from the stand. So
Aaron Amos and the Eastern Hancock Robotics team. Max protect. They keep extra guys in. Hollandonner rolls out of it. Finds. That is Caden Perkins. How close he goes out of bounds, but I can't tell.
He gets out of bounds, but it's still going to be 4th down. 4th down and about 3 or 4. Really, they can go anywhere they want here with this. They can go short, just pick up the 1st down, call timeout, or they could go for the end zone.
I'm going to guess they're going to go short here. Trips to the near side. Trying to get the Royals to jump. We're not doing it. Now they're going to run a play, or they're going to call a timeout. Nope. High snap. Nope. Flips it out to Shea Hollandonner, and he's brought down by Cameron Delagrange. Huge stop for the Royals.
So a really good job there. Who was it that stepped up and made the tackle?
Deli.
Cameron
Delagrange. Varsity, just a poor block on that one. He's been great all night, but just whiffed on that one. And Deli just rips off of it and makes the play. Good job there from the junior.
Dodged a bullet there because that could have been I can't imagine us to do too much here, risky here with 16 seconds left.
Although we're going for it here. We're not in a kneel-down formation, so probably a handoff or a read option here from Eden. Nope, he's back to pass. Finds Manship on the near sideline.
1st down and out of bounds. That was just a 5-second play there, picked up about 12.
Yep.
But even with that play, I don't think we have enough time. If you just did that over and over.
They said he didn't get out of bounds.
The clock's running.
Eden back to pass. Running around here. Sends Eli Manship deep. That's way out of bounds.
Hoping for a flag there, if anything. But
that was so far out of bounds, you're not going to get the call there.
Yeah.
Eli goes down hard, but pops right back up. So.
All right, that
so your
takes us
halftime
to half. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, you got it.
So that takes us to half here. Centerville leading 16-7 after both teams scored pretty early, 7-7, and then Bulldogs took a lead with 14-7, and then a big safety, the difference in this ball game. As we're going to come back, and the Royals will have the ball after halftime. So thanks for joining us, and we'll have a little bit of halftime information for you. I need to set up some things before we do that, and we'll be back. You got anything?
Nope, we're good.
All right.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, hope you and your family had a great weekend this past weekend over Labor Day.
Yeah, it was a great weekend, Coach. And, it's always a great time to hang out with family, and that's what we were able to do. We've got some grandkids now and got to enjoy them and, and just really sit back and think about the time, where we're at in this great state. Certainly, Labor Day is a holiday to celebrate by many and the people who work hard, and that goes for our coaches and everybody else that's in the school environment. They're out there working hard in an ever-changing environment to support the student athletes, and not only student athletes but all students in this state. And so appreciative of the people who choose to do their work in the eye of the public. Sometimes it comes with unfair criticisms towards what they do. But my experience is educators always have a pure heart when it comes to wanting to help kids, and so certainly want to thank all of our folks who work with our student athletes.
Well said. I think one of the things that doesn't change about the environment is that this time of year there's a whole lot of great competition going on, and before we know it, girls golf will start the fall sports championship schedule on the 18th and 19th of September, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe, but girls golf kicks off our championship season, and we're ready to go. Chris Kaufman here in the office oversees girls golf, and Chris does a phenomenal job. And, it seems like we talk about this every year, Coach, but it's always worth celebrating. There's just a level of talent that we have in this state. We've got people that, We've got students that are out there playing golf that'll become recreational golfers the rest of their life, but that's after a stop in the collegiate scene. And we have many girls that are out there going to be playing collegiately in the future in golf, and it's just such a great opportunity to celebrate them. And, Prairie View Golf Course right here in Carmel, Indiana is where we're going to celebrate the state championship. And, again, phenomenal course, phenomenal people to work with, and it's just they embody who we get to work with on an annual basis that helps us celebrate these student athletes in an appropriate way.
Well, we're at week 3 in the high school football season as we anticipate that girls golf championship, and we've had tremendous weather. I'm sure that you should be credited with that. If we're going to blame you for things that go wrong, we might as well give you credit for having the weather being good. So thank you for all that. I hope you have another great weekend coming up, because parity in football, I think, kind of mirrors parity around the state in most of our sports. This is just starting off to be a tremendous athletic year.
Yeah, it does, Coach, and we certainly appreciate the kudos on the weather, but as I've said before, I put a call into Mother Nature on Friday nights, and she, to this day, she still hadn't picked up my phone call. So, but anyway, it's great, but we've been fortunate that the heat left us to the oppressive humidity, and so we've been able to operate in relative comfort as far as weather the last couple of weeks. And, this is shaping up to be one heck of a football year. I mean, we've got a lot of really talented teams, and any time that we have parity where, it's a highly competitive event, every time teams meet on the old gridiron, it's good for the sport. And, we want to continue to make sure that we support. And one thing we always know is the time-honored tradition of playing for your community is still important. And, we want to make sure that we always protect that opportunity to grow up in a community and represent your town or your school. And it's really a few short years, 4 years at the most.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversations about all things pertaining to the IHSAA. Commissioner, as always, thank you so much for your time. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and you have a great week. And tune in to Coach's show on Friday and Saturday night, because it's all things high school sports and more.
Well, you're very kind. I appreciate the help. Thanks so much.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some, and when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
Our service area is actually East Central Indiana. They come to us because we have this unique ability to access specialty care. Our partnerships with St. Vincent Health and Heart Hospital. We have Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, the Mayo Clinic Care Network. We access their resources via the broadband network that we have through 9 Star Connect. It's really all about connectivity. We don't have connectivity except for 9 Star Connect.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
At the IHSAA, we are invested in the growth and development of Indiana's youth, and so are our partners at Ivy Tech.
That's right. We're proud to help over 90,000 Hoosier High School students get a head start on college and their careers.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig.
And I'm Dr. Sue Elsperman, President of Ivy Tech Community College. Through our dual credit and dual enrollment programs, high school students can take Ivy Tech classes at their high school or at their local Ivy Tech campus, allowing them to learn skills and earn college credits while still in high school.
Thanks to partners like Ivy Tech, Indiana students are set up for success after high school, whether they want to continue their college education or go straight into the workforce.
Just like the IHSAA, we believe supporting Hoosier students is the key to building a strong future for Indiana.
This is the power of partnership.
This is the value of education.
This is your IHSAA.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Being a senior makes playing high school sports even more special. I'm Claire Hack from Jennings County High School. Over the last 4 years, I think about all the memories made, how teammates became best friends, how coaches mentored me and helped me grow.
I'm Allie Ward from Boonville High School. Being a senior is bittersweet. It's fun being a leader for younger teammates, but it will also be sad the last time I wear my jersey, take my last bus ride, huddle up at our last matchup.
I'm Grayson Mealy from Westell High School. I'll miss the adrenaline rush, fans cheering, the community support. Everything we've learned about the game and life, our memories will never forget.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Thank you to our seniors for being champions of high school sports and representing your communities proudly these past 4 years. Fans, support your seniors by buying a ticket to their final game. This is our final send-off. This is one final memory. This is your IHSAA.
9 Star is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making sure that however we communicate with the member and customer is how they want to communicate.
You know, sometimes we're the one person that they speak to in a day, and you want that conversation to be happy and pleasant.
As a nonprofit co-op, we're focused on providing the best service we can for our members.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Integrity, responsibility, humility.
Commitment, discipline, grit.
Leadership, resilience, dependability.
This is what it takes to be a high school student athlete. It's also what it takes to be a high school sports fan. Plus,
loyalty, sportsmanship, respect.
Support, encouragement, being a positive role model.
Buying a ticket, showing up, cheering loud and proud.
I'm Robert Falcons, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA, and these student athletes need your support in the stands.
I'm Sawyer Tittman from Fort Wayne Snyder High School.
I'm Allie Ward from Boonville High School.
I'm Owen Fouts from Yorktown High School.
It means a lot when we have fans at our games to cheer us on.
It helps us dig even deeper and do our very best.
It takes all of us to represent our school and community with pride.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is supporting your student athletes. This is showing up for your team. This is your IHSAA.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms sweet corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
High school sports ignite pride unlike anything else. Just listen to these student athletes from across the great state of Indiana.
Playing high school sports means representing my school and community, being a positive example, showing everyone what we stand for.
It's a reminder that the name on the front of my jersey is just as important as the name on the back.
Because it's about all of us, not just one of us.
And that includes our families, friends, and the fans.
When we all wear our school's name,
we are all on the same team.
We all represent our school.
We all belong to our community, thanks to high school sports.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. You can be a champion of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is building community pride. This is bringing everyone together as one team. This is your IHSAA.
Are you tired of unreliable internet? 9 Star Connect's high-speed fiber internet is here to change that. With dedicated fiber lines, you'll experience unparalleled reliability while staying connected 24/7, lightning-fast speeds, and competitive pricing. We work for you, delivering the best services at affordable rates to our local neighbors. Upgrade to 9 Star's fiber internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com to learn how we can keep you connected. Your reliable choice for high-speed internet. 9 Star Connect.
At the IHSAA, we love when student athletes understand the real purpose of playing high school sports, like McKenna Cruz from Greenwood Community High School.
I love competing for my high school, but I don't play for accolades, records, or to earn college scholarships. For me, it's about more than winning, playing time, or trophies. I play high school sports because they help me grow alongside my friends, develop character and integrity, and learn life lessons I'll carry with me forever. Soccer reminds me of the power of teamwork and how we can help each other succeed. Track teaches me to focus on the things I can control and not worry about outside noise. High school sports show me the value of discipline, grit, and representing my community with dignity. They prepare me for life, and that's why I play.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support student athletes like McKenna by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is being a champion of high school sports. This is empowering student athletes.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here to Centerville High School here in our varsity football matchup where the Royals trail the Bulldogs 7-16 in what was a really fun half of football. We look at some of the stats here for each team. Let's start with the Royals. They are 5 of 12 passing for 49 yards, but they've been much more effective on the ground, 22 carries for 121 yards. Courtesy, Eden has 68, QB has 53. If you look at the Centerville Bulldogs, Jace Hollendonner, 11 of 15 for 140 yards. Been really efficient. Had a couple of beautiful balls to Maddox Pritchett, who has 5 catches for 91 yards and a pair of touchdowns. And then they have run the ball 15 times for 83 yards, but 53 of that came on one carry for Hollendonner. So really 14, the rest of it has been 14 carries for 30 yards.
Yeah, I feel like we've done a fairly good job against the run, like you said. And we really almost had him a couple of times. It probably could have just been a 10, 15, 20-yard run, but we just couldn't quite grasp him.
And a couple of those we've sacked him or at least tackled him in the backfield. Some were designed runs, but we've gotten him in the backfield 4 times. So I don't know, I think 3 of those were sacks and 1 was a run, tackle for loss. As we look around the area, some scores from around the area. At halftime, all of these scores are either halftime or late in the second. So I'm not going to keep saying when it is. LaPel 21, Shenandoah 0. From last week, North Decatur 14, Milan 7. If we get into the TEC here for a minute, for our Centerville fans, Northeastern leads Winchester 21-0 at the half. Knightstown is up 45-0 on Union County at the half. Tri leads Cambridge City Lincoln 67-0. Hagerstown leads Union City 35-0. And I think that was it for our TEC stuff. Other sectional teams, Triton Central leads Tri-West 14-7. And then we get into some other opponents. Greencastle, who we played in week 1, leads Frankfort 42-0. Mount Vernon and Greenfield 7-6. Mount Vernon leads at halftime, so that's a good matchup there. New Pal leads Yorktown 28-0 at half. And then our opponent next week, South Putnam, they trail Edgewood 14-6 at halftime.
Is that a surprise?
So I haven't followed Edgewood super close. Traditionally, Edgewood has struggled a little bit for the size of program they are. So that does surprise me a little bit, but I haven't followed them close enough to know, what they look like this year. But that's a program. It's we used to play them when I was in high school, and they've got wonderful facilities. They've got red turf.
So seen that.
It looks like Eastern Washington's facilities there. So Edgewood having a nice night here. But, yeah, a lot of good games around the state, but looks like ours might be one of the best.
I do want to mention we have a trivia. You made a trivia for between the third and fourth period. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I actually had some fans while we were setting up ask me what the trivia was, and I said, I don't know. But then I realized I did know, and I said I gave them a hint, but I'm not going to give it a hint to everybody. So, so there was people here. It's like they want to know. They want to answer. They may be turning around and saying, what's the trivia? And
they're just going to turn around and
tell us. So
now, I do appreciate. I want to say, and I don't know how much you guys can hear. We're sitting in the middle of the fans. If we could, we'll post a picture
Selfie.
here of afterwards of what it looks like. But we are in the middle
and a lot of fans are at the concession stand too.
Yeah, a lot of fans are at the concessions, but we are smack dab in the middle of the fans, and our fans have not crowded us too much to make sure that they couldn't. We kind of said, hey, we want to make sure we're not picking up everything. So
I have a Mount Vernon graduate that thinks that she deserves a hint on the trivia. I don't think I'm going to give her one. I don't think she will know.
No, Megan Addison wouldn't know.
Well, that could have been Sherry Dowd, too. There could have been someone else that.
Did Sherry Dowd graduate?
Oh, maybe not. But she went to Mount Vernon.
She just finished. She went to Mount Vernon.
Mm-hmm. She's probably not listening.
No, I'm sure she's not. Now that we're talking about her.
I don't know if we have any other Mount Vernon graduates. Those might be the only two.
Maybe.
Unless I'm forgetting something. One time we had Lauren Barker. Lauren, what was that? What was her married name?
I don't know.
That was before Lauren. Oh, no. But anyways, she was a Mount Vernon graduate that now is back at Mount Vernon teaching.
So let's see this. The kickoff has given us really good field position all night, so let's see if they keep doing the same thing here as Brylan Riggs set to kick. He's been kicking it right at Gavin Schultz, but if you notice,
where's Gavin at?
I don't know where Gavin is. We moved to Eli Manship right where they had been kicking it.
Oh, they're going to go.
Onside kick.
Oh,
we got it. Taylor Conley gets on it at the 45. Nearly missed it, but TT's got pretty sturdy hands.
I didn't like our aggressiveness. We seemed kind of passive going after that ball there.
What's the replay, Mike?
Good question. Hopefully we're not hearing the replay. Hopefully that hasn't been an echo when we've been doing replays.
Nobody said anything, so we'll blame Cole Allen for that as well. So Royals going to start here with the ball in the second half. Big drive here. You can see if we can get some momentum going. We scored early on. We haven't really done a whole lot offensively since. So
I want to listen.
Eden with two 2 receivers to each side, QB next to him.
Check the next replay.
Eden hands off to Mark. Mark's got a seam, and he's going to pick up about 5.
It'd be interesting if we start the game like we did early on. I'm trying to check and see. Well, now it's muted. I will hope we have not been having that sound echoing all game. And now I want to go back and look. Make sure. As Eden's going to hand off to QB. He's going to make a good cut. He's going to burst up the middle. And he hurdles one guy. And what a big run there by Mark QB.
Yes, sir. Gets it all the way down to the 27, a 23-yard pickup for Mark.
Good initial, and then watch his hurdle right there and picks up another 3 or 4 yards.
So this is how we started it. We went, I think, 9 straight runs to start the game. And there's again good push from the right side of the line. That's Carson Smith and Drew Morris just getting all kinds of push. Mark picks up another first down. It's like he picks up about 12 on that one.
There.
Again, that time they got him.
And kind of how we started the game. We really went for the run between Mark and Elijah.
Yep.
So, Coach Allen, let us know. Has the replay had a weird sound when we've been doing replays? Because
ball's on the 13, second and 7.
I would like to know.
Eden drops back to pass now. Didn't want to let Mark get a touchdown or anything there.
Oh, he's going.
Eden's going to run it in. They got a late flag. Eden.
A really late flag.
Goes down at about the 1, but we got a flag in the backfield in the vicinity of holding.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't see it. I got to see this.
I don't know. I might have hit it too late. But the flag is really late. Like, the flag is not down at the beginning of that.
No, I don't know. He threw that flag late.
Yeah, like it seemed like we were making up a big pickup. He threw it toward
Yeah, he threw it back there in the very back.
out of the picture.
So,
way after Elijah was down the field.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 17, 10-yard loss there on the penalty. Again, we didn't see it. Whew. That's tough because that would have put us 1st and goal on the 1.
Yeah, I thought he was going in.
2nd and 17, Eden hands off to QB. Mark breaks a tackle, good cut, and it's that right side right behind Carson Smith is where we're making hay right now. Mark picks up about 8. That puts him over 100 yards on the evening. It's up to 104. And he came into tonight's game 121 away from 3,000 for a career. So we are now 17 yards away is where he's at, 17 yards away from 3,000 career rushing yards.
Well, we'll talk about it after this.
3rd and 8. Eden back to throw. He's got Brown over there on the other side and overthrows him. Looking for contact there, but we couldn't really see from our vantage point.
I was going to say Mark's sophomore season might be the 2nd best, most impressive rushing season that I can remember. So behind the Spencer Gilbert rushing year.
Oh, yeah, that was and he didn't come on until late in the year.
Yeah, it seemed like 4 touchdowns. Did he ever get more than 4?
No, I think 4 was the
4.
most.
So it's just he had multiple games with 4 touchdowns as we were in the sophomore season.
So 4th and 8 here from the 14-yard line. Taylor Conley came in. He's going to play the tight end here, probably to give Eden a little more time. I bet you Taylor's going to stay in, maybe leak out late.
Haven't looked at Springman tonight.
No, I think Eden's going to be looking at Manship. He's got him one-on-one over there on the right-hand side. And doesn't look like any help from the safety. Nope, Eden's going to roll out this way.
Oh.
Cuts back the other way, and he gets brought down by Shea Hollendonner. Eden nearly escapes. Just couldn't quite get out of there.
And their defensive backs have been really good.
Yes, they have.
They have defended really well. And Elijah hasn't had a lot of openings to throw that open receivers.
No, we didn't do a great job there. They were expecting that, and we didn't set the edge. So the way he runs that, instead of Mark setting the edge, Conley sets the edge, and Conley's not used to playing that spot. I think this is the first action we've seen him on a Friday night there, and Hollendonner just kind of bull rushed him there. So huge penalty. Jet sweep here to Ethan Becerra, and Becerra gets taken down after a gain of about 8. Nope. Make that 5. Sorry, it looked like 8.
Yes.
Sorry, it looked. Our perspective is so off on this. It's like that was a good play, and then it was like, no, it was a good tackle. So again, he's got Shea Hollendonner. If you look, he's kind of behind the tackle here, kind of in a fullback position. Handoff, good penetration there. Evan Wheeler is going to take Mole down in the backfield. 4-yard loss for Mole.
There's just a great job, and really nowhere to go.
No. Little misdirection action there. And if Evan hadn't been there, there would have been a big gain for Mole, but nice job by Evan Wheeler. So big 3rd and 9 here. Got to get pressure on Hollendonner. Sends Becerra in jet motion. Hands off to Becerra. Becerra looking to throw. Eli Manship! Eli Manship with the one-handed interception.
It was deflected. So what do you call it?
No, it wasn't deflected.
Oh, I thought it was deflected right before Eli caught it. Right there.
Oh, it was, yeah.
So to catch that off the tip and then to have the concentration to pull it in and then go up the field. Not a lot of interceptions over the last 2 years.
No.
Only like, our 4th or so.
Yeah.
But there's an important one. See if the Royals can get back in this game.
Great field position. We're going to have it on the 20 now after that pick from Manship. And that play really didn't have anywhere to go. Even if he completed that, it was only going to be a 3 or 4 yard pickup.
And Hollendonner's first interception, is that correct?
No, Hollendonner didn't throw it. Becerra threw it.
Oh, Becerra, you're right.
Eden hands off to Blake Whittington. And again, that push on the right side of the line is just really nice right now. Blake only picks up about a yard, but still I like that push. Gavin Schultz is in for Austin Brown. Gavin playing the slot receiver on the far side. Brown looks like he's got a cramp here in his calf. He's over here on the sideline. Handoff again to QB. Mark busts through, and Mark QB gets nope.
They're going to say he's not in.
Down to the 1 yard line.
Get up there quick, probably. I'll see if we can get this replay before they're kind of in a hurry, but nope. Now they slow down a little bit, but I thought he was going to get in from our vantage point. So really surprised he didn't.
So Mark down to the 1, 17-yard run there from QB.
Sneak.
Eden.
Nothing.
And he really didn't get he didn't get that snap very cleanly. He almost bobbled it on it.
Yeah, and there was nothing. No push at all up front. He went backwards immediately and kind of came down awkwardly. That's kind of I hate that little scrum type tackle there. The body gets bent different ways. It's all right. 2nd and 1, still a lot of options.
Just give it to Mark up the middle here. Nope, Eden's going to keep it. Roll out this way. And he got in. Touchdown, Elijah Eden. So a good job here up front.
Any reason you go for 2 here, down 9?
You're down 3 now. You can go for 2. It really, in my opinion, kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other at this point. If you have a 2-point play that you feel confident in, then I'd run it. If you don't, if you're just kind of doing it just to do it, then I wouldn't. Okay. I'd just kick it. Matt's looked good kicking the ball tonight. Boots that one up and through as well. Matt's looking good on these extra points.
Yeah, you can see a huge improvement over the last couple weeks with Matt's kicking. And now 2-point, that safety's just the difference right now.
14-16. And by the way, with that run, I've got Mark unofficially right at 121 rushing yards, which would put him exactly at 3,000 for his career if my unofficial stats are correct. So 3,000 career rushing yards is not a bad accomplishment.
No, not at all. All right. You want to talk about, we have some family sponsorships here. Well, as we got a little bit of a moment here. I do want to thank these individuals for becoming family sponsors. They are on the back of the programs at sporting events, and really appreciate those. If you're interested in being a family sponsor, you can scan that QR code or go to tinyurl.com/ehancockfamily.
So again, Delagrange set to kick off. Same guys back deep. It looks like both Moles and Eddie Parker. Looks like they moved Jeremiah Mole over where Parker was. They kind of switched those two. What a play there for the Royals.
Yeah. All started with the defensive play.
Yep. So Jeremiah Mole with the return, and he gets stuck by Taylor Conley at about the 32-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs are going to start. And right now, our starting field position has been better than theirs pretty much all night. The exact opposite of what we saw last week, where last week I felt like they just kept booting in the end zone, and we started on our 20 every time. Just never could get out of that hole. It's so hard to drive 80 yards without making mistakes.
Right.
So quads, that means 4 receivers to the near side here for Hollendotter. He's going to take the snap, flip it out here to Pritchett. Pritchett nearly
hold.
Did they get the flag? Because
they did not, but
that
our
was
fans
close.
really wanted it. It looked like he was being held.
I got to see it on a replay to see if it was clean or not. I don't know. See if this was. I could. If I'm an offensive coach, it's a good block. If I'm a defensive coach, it's a hold, right?
Right. So big play there, and that's going to make it tough here. That's kind of been That's kind of been the Bulldogs' strategy here. Big plays, and there's going to be an offside.
Yep.
I think, unless somebody moved for Centerville first. Nope, it's going to be offsides, jumping, and they've tried to get us earlier, but we were pretty disciplined. This time we jump. I didn't see who it was.
By the way, Pritchett went over 100 yards, 123 now for that young man. Jace Hollendotter with the keeper, and he gets taken down by Manship, but not before he picks up another first down. And you talked about it. Outside has been where they've been making their progress. Looks like, where are they going to spot the ball? 15? So 17-yard run from Jace. A big stand here, boys. Let's go. This is where we need to step up.
Just change of momentum here.
Yep. Royals bring pressure. Hollendotter sneaks through, and good run by Jace Hollendotter. And that's what they're doing to combat the blitz. So we blitzed, and we just happened to blitz the wrong gap. So watch here our linebackers on the replay. We blitz. We bring him, and Conley looped inside, and Hollendotter was able to go outside. And that one hurts right there. And that's a good play call. That's a good play, anticipating what we were going to do. So, man, that one hurts.
And this extra point's big to make it a 2-possession game here.
Yep. 22-14 with Mull set to kick the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up, and kick is good. So right now it's a 9-point game. Back to a 2-possession game. Let's go to a commercial. I got to catch my breath.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. we see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
I do that all the time. All right, coming back here. 15-yard touchdown run from Jace Hollendoner gives them the 9-point lead with 6:01 to play here in the third.
Yeah.
And on that drive, Maddox Pritchett went he got his 6th catch for 123 yards. That is the most receiving yards we've ever given up to a Centerville Bulldog in the 8 times now that we've played him. That surpasses the old record of 78 set by Maddox himself last year.
Oh, geez.
So another onside kick. Go get it, boys. Go get it. Or don't. They all ran past it. We could have scooped and scored that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the onside kick goes nowhere, and the Royals are going to start with great field position.
Yeah, that's almost outthinking yourself there a little bit. As we've had to really work, I feel like, to get down the field. They've hit some big plays to move down the field short amount. I don't know, we don't have possession, but like their drives
have been quick.
Ours have taken a lot more, mostly because it's been on Mark Kuby's legs, and theirs has been through Hollendoner's arm and legs. So halfway here through the third quarter. I mean, still a real competitive ball game here.
Yeah,
we have a referee's going to talk to Coach Holden here. I don't know, what's your options here? Obviously you just take it right there, right? What's the discussion?
If you're a coach, you're just going to take it there. So I don't know what the discussion is here. I mean, you could, because it didn't go 10 yards, you can have them re-kick it. Because they technically touched it before 10 yards.
Right.
You can have them scoot back 5 and kick it again, but I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, you're not going to get any better field position than where they're right now.
Yeah, Mark Kuby, 19 carries for 120
Now he just threw a flag. Is
well,
that
the flag,
for the original?
It should be for the kick not going 10 yards. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, I don't know why
I don't know.
That, or they're saying that they were offsides on the
and
kickoff.
Then do you want the penalty, or do you want, which you wouldn't?
No, I don't know why you'd take the penalty there, but I do appreciate when an officiating crew knows what they're doing instead of just assuming what the coach wants.
Yes.
We don't always get that, so thanks to these guys. They've done a good job tonight, I think.
Yeah.
They've let them play. You know, we haven't seen any flags that were just kind of silly or stupid. They've
just the only one that holding that got Elijah's back, but man,
Party at quarterback. That's not what we wanted.
No, and Elijah did all he could do to stay back there as much as he.
I don't know if we missed something or if this was supposed to be. This was a miscommunication between the line and the rest of them there, because the line looked like they were not on the same page as the skill guys. So again, just miscommunication leads to a 7-yard sack. QB up the middle. QB nearly breaks the tackle, but Becerra pulls him down after a gain of 7.
Basically picked up the yards lost on the sack, and we got a player down for Centerville. Maybe crampish. Or that's Hollendoner, isn't it?
It looks like Hollendoner. It looks like he's pulling at his calf like he's cramping.
Yeah,
he's pulling his toe. That's a cramp.
So he kind of punched the ground there a little bit, but
yeah, they're stretching him out.
Yeah.
And again, not a hot night, not a humid night.
No, that's
but Hollendoner hasn't stepped off the field either. So he's early in the season. Sometimes you get that. And week 1, he didn't play a whole lot. They had a blowout win. He didn't get to play a whole lot. Last week he did, but he might have been cramping last week too. I don't know.
I think I was cramping at halftime there when halftime started. I had a hard time. Needed to stretch out a little bit.
So Shea Hollendoner walking off the field. I cramp up just because I'm old, not out of shape.
Yeah. At least you haven't yelled and.
Yes,
that's happened before.
There's a particular live stream that my wife and I like to watch, and another school that does it. and they've got some phenomenal broadcasters, but they always cramp up and yell, and it cracks me up every time. They do a great job, but it makes me smile every time because I'm like, hey, that's me.
All right, let's go. Let's get back in this game here.
You're going to go for it here more than likely, so let's try to pick up 5 or 6 and see if you can't pop something.
Whoa, high snap.
High snap. QB with the cutback. QB with the strong run. And there we go. He picked up about 4. Going to bring up 4th and a little more manageable here. QB up to 132 yards rushing. And now this is where look for a little communication here. Look for maybe a quick out. I like Blake Whittington on a quick out to our sideline here. I think that's going to be there, or Eli Manship. We're going to hand to Mark. Mark going to get the –
I don't know if he made it. I don't think he did.
He's close. No, he's not.
No.
Mark short. He picked up about 5, and he needed 7. Maddox Pritchett.
It feels like he's the guy, like
I
we were
know.
talking about Thackeray last week. Just constantly his name's in our mouths as he's making play after play.
And just that little miscommunication on first down that led to the sack that stalled our drive out there.
Now the defense has to come through here.
We got no big plays. Now if we can get them stumped on first down here, let's see if we can get them stymied on first down. And then which they're about to get a delay of game if they don't get this snap off quick. Hollendonner does. He's going to keep it himself. Quarterback sweep. Gets outside. And couldn't get the block there from Caden Perkins. Elijah Eden did a good job out here on the edge.
Oh.
But he still picks up the first down, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
I thought I heard a flag, but there was no flag.
So Jace Hollendonner just went over 100 yards rushing.
And you know about his arm. That's something else that he just adds to that makes him a difficult guy to prepare for.
Empty formation. Gets it out quick. Delagrange couldn't quite get the block. That ball goes out to Eddie Parker, and Parker is going to pick up another first down.
Oh, sorry. I didn't replay. It's on the other side of the field. Sometimes I feel like those are hard to see. But big plays. Like, I feel like they're getting chunk plays, I guess is the term we should probably use. Chunk plays, moving right down the field, where we're having to work just a little bit harder to advance down the field so far here since the early part of the game.
Yep. Hollendonner keeps it himself. I thought he handed it off, but he keeps it himself. Oh, Eli Manship nearly ripped that thing away, and I don't think Jace picked up anything on that carry.
Yeah, it was a late pull. Like, he kept it in that running back's stomach there for a long time before he pulled it back. And it's a great play there by Eli to hold him down. Basically no gain.
Yep. So 2nd and 10, that's what we need. Stops on first down. See if we can keep this up, see if we can get another stop here. So far those screens have been good. They've done a good job blocking on the outside edge. Hollendonner takes the snap, looks, flips it out here to Becerra. Good job. Oh, we just missed the tackle. We were right there, and Becerra's carrying tacklers down out near the sticks. Looks like he's going to pick up the first. And he is 11 yards on that one. So Becerra now with his 3rd catch of the game. That puts Hollendonner over 200 passing. So over 200 passing, over 100 rushing through 3 quarters for Jace Hollendonner. And you said it in the start. We've seen some good quarterbacks already this year, and he might be one of the best that we're going to see all year. Trips to the far side. Come on, boys, we need to stop. Sends the back in motion. Flips it out to him. Low pass. We get out there. All right, good job. That looks like Was that TT? Taylor Conley comes up and makes the play.
It could have been almost. We have a bad vantage point, but it kind of looked like it could have been backwards.
Yeah.
On the throw there. Good catch just to keep it off the turf to make sure it wasn't a fumble.
So, again, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here. 2nd and 9. All right, we got the stop on first down last time. Let's keep him to a short gain again here. Don't let him get anything on the edge. Trips to the near side. That's Eddie Parker on the far side by himself. Holland-Donner flips it out here to Becerra. Another overrun, and we're going to get a hold, though. We're going to get a hold. And Becerra knew it.
He was looking back at the official.
Yes.
Like, he was looking at the official, and who's looking backwards as you're running in the end zone, unless you think there might be a flag there.
And actually, I don't know that was a – watch this again. I don't know that it was, unless they called Caden Perkins.
Had to be that, like, where they tackled him.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look, if Dickinson actually makes contact with him on the side, Delagrange tries to run around him. He kept contact the whole time. That's one that's, if I'm me as a receiver coach, if that was my kid, I'd be talking sternly to the ref. But they've had some that have been definite holds that they haven't called, so that was a little bit of a, we'll take that as a makeup call there.
Yeah.
Because they've had several that should have been called that weren't. So
Becerra made a really good move there. We wondered about his ankle. He got hurt earlier in the game. His move right there looked really, really good and got upfield quick.
All right, so big play here. Actually, they gave him a couple yards, didn't they? Yeah, they gave him 2. Holland-Donner back to throw. Wheeler's chasing him.
Got a lot of room.
Holland-Donner gets down.
He's going to get it, I think.
He got the first. Man, just lost that contain. Wheeler Trueblood kind of danced with the tackle there.
It's a big 3rd and 17 pickup.
Yep. Picked up 18. I'm going to run out of spots on my paper for his rushing attempts. Typically the quarterback doesn't have that many.
Did I just feel a raindrop?
No. No. That was bird pooping on you. Hands off to Mole. Nothing doing for Mole.
Good, it's just that.
Actually, that's Davis Pentecost that got the handoff there.
Pretty sure my Google home told me there was 0 chance of rain tonight in Centerville.
Yes, I think you're right. We need to make sure that the battery pack doesn't get wet.
Yeah, we.
So at the quarter here, we need to.
We didn't bring any rain stuff.
I have one trash bag.
Cameras.
Well, the little sprinkles are okay, but we have one. The battery pack needs to get covered.
We're gonna check the radar.
2nd and goal here. Jump pass. Oh, I thought it was picked off, but it was Becerra. And Ethan Becerra, yeah, they're going to give him the touchdown. Gets in. Man. Becerra with his 5th catch of the night. 31 yards and his first touchdown of the evening. His 4th receiving touchdown of the season. With 26.8 on the clock, Bulldogs are going to attempt an extra point here. There's nothing even on the radar.
Yeah. Well,
actually, they're going for 2. Interesting move here. Holland-Donner gets the edge, and Holland-Donner walks in.
Now you make it a
3-possession game. Yes, that's the key there, is you make that a 3-possession game.
Last year when Coach Allen and I were here, we weren't supposed to have any rain either, and we were scrambling a little bit trying to cover up some equipment. So we may
it's not going to rain hard enough to hurt anything.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about any of the other stuff, but I did promise to put a bag on that thing there. So in the bag that carries the cameras where we have that.
Where
That one, there should be a trash bag in there. Not that one, the camera bag. Should have a trash bag. We'll find it at the quarter break. 26 seconds left here.
They're going to hear me
I'm
straining.
I'm just going to mute you so we don't hear your old man noises over there. Because if I was doing that, I would have cramped right now. I'm going to cover this up while you.
All right. So, right now, offensively, Centerville just doing an outstanding job. We're just unable to really control. They get a stop there as the kickoff there is going to be picked up there by Brown. Brown's going to cut up the middle and stopped. Looks like he initially had a gap there, but wasn't quite able to get through.
No. 21 seconds.
So they're already, we got fans around us talking about the trivia. We'll have trivia here in 21 and a half seconds. And as the Royals are getting ready to take over and really probably here must score. Like, we're getting to that point where we're going to have to turn possessions into touchdowns.
Yeah.
To be able to get back in this game.
See what Coach Kuntz has in his bag of tricks here. Hand off to QB up the middle again, and Mark is going to pick up about 4. And that looks like it's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So Mark, 23 carries, 141 yards unofficially. So that's going to do it for the end of the third. Score Centerville 31, Eastern Hancock 14. You want to do our trivia now?
All right. Hopefully it's all ready to go.
So here's our trivia question. So Mark Kuby entered tonight's game ranked 6th in career rushing yards, and we said he was just shy of 3,000, which he's now gone over. Can you name the top 6 rushers in Eastern Hancock football history? So the top 6 career rushing yards in Eastern Hancock history, and your hint is that there's one from each decade. So each decade of Eastern Hancock football is represented here, the top 6 rushers.
And the Eastern Hancock football started in
1969. I didn't count the 60s because nobody ran for, 3,000 yards in 1 year. So let's take out the 60s.
Okay, so we have a 70s, an 80s, a 90s, a 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s.
Yep.
All right, just to make sure everybody was clear.
On the years, yes.
Yes, that is the.
I don't have any stats from when Wilkinson played football in the 1920s. Although they were invited to play for a state championship in, I believe, 1920, and they didn't want to travel all the way up to Gary because it was going to cost too much money, so they didn't play. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
They were undefeated there. So
we're probably going to have to take this down just because of our perspective.
Yeah, we'll take it down.
But we have an answer already. If you want to answer on YouTube or Facebook on our video of the game, and we can see it.
Eli Manship in motion, 2nd and 6 here. Eden flips it out to Manship. Manship breaking tackles. Manship gets out to about the 48.
First down.
I saw they're throwing T-shirts into the crowd, and I thought it was a flag.
Yes. I've had that before. My eyesight's better this year than it has been in past years. But first down, that's what we need. Kind of get some quick, we don't need to go use 3 downs every time.
Now we hand off to Eli Manship. He gets a lead block there from Mark Kuby and picks up 5.
A little wrinkle there we haven't seen this season. And we have
another player down, cramping again.
Yeah.
See the cramp hold?
Yeah.
Cramp hold again there. So we got our first guess.
Let's get that back up.
So who are the top 6 rushers in Eastern Hancock history? And the hint is there's one from every decade.
Yeah. And if you just know one, you can.
Yeah, just know. I mean,
we'll take one like
the Fun Day Draft Show said Matt Simmons has to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They say that with a lot of confidence.
Yes.
So I don't know if they, know Matt. I don't know. Maybe that is Matt Simmons. You never know.
Could be.
So we'll see. So who are the top 6 rushers? I thought this was a good one because it gives people from all eras. If you're a a new Eastern Hancock fan, you got guesses. If you're
and we have someone right over here typing
yes.
as we moment.
Yes, if you're a 40-year-old fan, you got guesses. If you're an old timer like Dave Poff, you could have guesses.
Yes.
Although I told Dave he is not allowed to watch tonight. He texted and asked if we were doing it. I said Jane has to watch and then give him a play-by-play.
Oh.
So he was not allowed to watch tonight. So we'll see.
So we do have people in the stands
that are texting.
It's like amazing. Everybody gets their phone out in the stands
Yeah.
at the end of the third quarter because they want to do Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia. It's pretty impressive.
2nd and 5 here after Manship picked up 5 on that run. I think you got to go to Manship right now. Again, he's hot right now, and that's what we do. Flip it out here on the screen pass. They converge. Manship breaks the tackle. Manship gets it out to about the 34.
And you talk about him being hot. The one touchdown we scored was his defensive interception that kind of got us in position to score that touchdown here in the second half. So hot on the offensive side and on defense.
Hand off to QB. QB breaks through Hollandonner's tackle, and he's going to barrel forward, picking up about 5 or 6.
And down 3 scores here, not only do you want to try to get back and get in this and win this game, but this could be a sectional opponent you got to have confidence to beat later on in the year potentially.
Eden back to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Flips it to Brown. Nice ball, nice delivery on that curl route.
You got some answers.
Manship in deep motion. Eden's going to keep it, flips it out to Manship on the option. Manship
Oh,
breaks
what
a
a move.
tackle.
Get in.
Eli Manship's going to run it in from 15 yards out. Eli Manship with his 2nd touchdown of the game, this time on the ground.
And that's kind of what we needed, a quick score. We couldn't have a long possession there.
Nope. Good job. And when I say go to Eli, you got to go to the hot hand. We were here years ago. We were trailing Centerville late in the game, and A.J. Meggie just took over. Scott Knight still talks about that. The greatest game I've ever seen A.J. play. He just took over and willed us to victory. Let's see if Eli can do the same here. Matt Hunt on for the extra point. Looks like the Bulldogs were offsides, but I don't see a flag anywhere, so Matt drills it through. Cuts the lead back down to 10. All right, some of our guesses. You got the guesses here. You can see the screen better than I can.
Oh, Matt Simmons early. We talked about that one already. Spencer Gilbert, Matt Simmons. Would that be Terry
Probably
or Toby?
I'm guessing Terry.
Terry
Could be
Atkins.
Toby.
It could be either. Mark Kuby. And we've got John Collins. Not Morgan Collins tonight.
Nope. He says Rob Flory.
Yep.
Spencer Gilbert's. Rob Flory, obviously. Matt Simmons, Weishart. Greg Brinson, Ellison, Whitaker. I'm not sure if he means Joby or Trent. Simmons, Gilbert, QB. I mean, we kind of gave you, obviously, Mark, so you don't have to guess Mark. Marcy Goff says Doug Meggie, Brett Bragdon, Matt Simmons, Bob Reed. I like the Bob Reed guess there from Marcy. Spencer Gilbert, Mark QB. Keith Oliver says L.K. Spiegel and Doug Meggie.
Lots of good answers there.
This is if you're nostalgic about Eastern Hancock football, you're like going through all of these great running backs from Eastern Hancock
history. There's a lot
history.
that we don't have talking about. You talk about the Denny's.
Devin Denny had a huge career for the Royals.
Oh, did I just?
Nice job by Deli on that kick, but a good return here from Parker is going to bring it out to about the 45 before Deli brings him down.
Yep. There's lots of other
show
people.
that trivia again.
Oh, sorry.
We're looking for the top 6 career rushers in Eastern Hancock history, and we said there's one from each decade. One from each decade. So who are the top 6? We're giving you Mark for the 2020s.
I think I'm safe. I thought maybe I gave one away, but Spencer should have overridden. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, Spencer, you're right. Overrides Denny there.
I didn't give away
because we knew that in the 2010s that was
Yes.
Spencer.
Yeah, we've given you that one, and if you didn't get that one, then
you haven't been a recent Eastern Hancock fan. Hollandonner, the quarterback counter.
Wow.
Gets smacked by TT. Taylor Conley takes him down. after a gain of about 9.
Yeah, problem was he picked up 9 yards before he got hit, so we got to be able to find a way to. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's. I think I put the trivia back up there accidentally.
We'll give you the answer here when this drive is over. At the conclusion of this drive, we'll do the answer here.
Still time. Oh, there's Toby answering.
Toby answering. Toby, somebody guessed either you or your brother. Keith did. Holland Honor hands off. Pentecost cuts it up, and I don't know if he got it. They're going to mark him down short.
Yeah, he's not there. He's holding up 3 fingers. 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here. Well, I think if you're the Bulldogs, you go for it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unless you lose something big.
They haven't just dominated us on the front line, but they haven't really got beat a lot either. So
their running backs haven't done a whole lot, but
yes,
Holland Honor has.
You're right.
So I would expect you got an empty. I'm expecting a quarterback keeper with Holland Honor.
Timeout or some. Yeah, I believe timeout.
Yep.
By the Bulldogs.
So did you have guesses, Joe, for this?
Well, I think Spencer's an obvious because he's number 1.
Okay.
And then Mark's obvious
because we gave it
because he's here. So what I got the 20s and the teens, and then we
so
go before that.
You need the aughts,
the
90s, the 80s, and the 70s.
I don't know. I think Maggie's one of them.
Which Maggie?
Oh gosh, is there 2 Maggies?
Well, I'm guessing you're not. Well, I guess you're going to go.
I'm not going with AJ
You're
Maggie.
going with
the
Doug,
old,
Doug Maggie.
Like that's before I was around Eastern Hancock football. Oh, Bragdon, that's a good answer. In the, I might go Bragdon in the O's, and then I don't know about the 90s. Apparently,
do you want to give the answer, or are we going to wait till the end of this drive? We got still people guessing, so we can. We'll wait till the end of the drive. We said we were going to.
Yeah, we'll go more.
Got a Chris Spiegel, Spencer Gilbert, Mark Cuby, L.K. Spiegel, Maggie, and Matt Simmons. That's a good series of guesses right there.
All right, big play. Come on.
Yes. We got it.
Oh, we fell forward. He may have got it on second effort.
And was that Visera that they put in the backfield?
Yeah,
yes, it was.
And I didn't replay it in time. Initially, I thought we had the hit here.
We did, and they're going to give him the first down.
But he kind of fell forward, and initially he was stopped.
Yeah.
But the fall forward was the first down.
And that's good scouting there by the Royals to blitz right into that. You knew what was coming from that formation, but he's a load to bring down. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that ankle not hurting him too bad.
Mm-mm.
So 1st and 10, under 9 minutes to play here. Little bunch formation, deep pistol here. Holland Honor tosses it out. There's Roger Gibson the third, his first carry of the game. I think that's his first carry of the season.
If you were wondering about the weather, it had never fully rained. We just have had every now and then a little bit of rain, like drops that hits. Either that or it's your other theory. It still keeps happening.
Bird poop?
Yes.
Better than bat poop.
Could be. I don't know. Don't know if I would have a preference.
Well, birds don't carry rabies. Bats do.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Holland Honor delayed power there. He only picked up about 2.
Yeah, it's a good job to get to that point, though, as it looked like initially was stopped, but the Bulldogs are able to get that extra yardage. That's been a problem. That's been their most effective thing here, is just getting that extra yardage here.
Yeah, Holland Honor 17 carries, $136.
And being a little bit more conservative. They're trying to run some clock here, not maybe looking for those chunk plays.
So 3rd and 3. Big play here. Bunch to the far side. Holland Honor back to throw. Throws it over the middle. It's tipped. He just rocketed that thing, and Visera dropped it. And
that ball going up in the air, just thought maybe there's a potential somebody on the backside could get to that, but it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Jace Holland Honor had completed 9 in a row until that point, so maybe you can get him out of his rhythm. Quarterbacks it's kind of like when you get to the slump. you know, when you get in a rhythm hitting shots or you get in a slump hitting shots, sometimes you can break that rhythm. You can force them into another bad throw here.
Have you enjoyed your first, I think this is your first outdoor live stream? Is this your first outdoor live stream?
I think I've done some others.
Oh.
Hollendotter flips it out to Visera. We're right there. Visera carrying tacklers. He's going to be right there at the sticks.
They're cheering on the other side.
But both teams are pointing, although the white hat points and gives them the
most important person says first down. Not by much. That's the thing that's kind of frustrating here is that just by a few feet here. Not even a yard in both of these last couple situations.
Both of those, Visera with picking it up by less than a yard. We said into the drive. Maybe we'll do it in the middle of the drive here because we kind of stopped guessing.
Yeah.
So you said you never picked a 90s or a 70s?
I don't think 90s. I don't even know where to start.
I thought maybe as a basketball guy you'd go with Trent Whitaker. Nice job by Blake Whittington. Stood up Pentecost there, and we haven't seen Mull in the second half. You notice
we
that?
could show this. Here's some of our – forgot about this button. So there's some of our answers by a few people. As we've been talking about them, we didn't show them. But good guesses, I think.
Yep.
Do you want to give it?
We'll wait till after this play, and then we'll do it after this play.
So your last chance. That means it's your last chance.
Last chance.
Start texting those answers.
Stack formation
Big
here.
Big prize.
2nd and 12. Jace back to throw. He gets pressure, steps up.
Wide open.
Wide open was Perkins, and Perkins gets down close to the goal line. I'm not sure where they're going to mark him.
Really nobody in the area of him.
They're going to mark him at the 1.
He was all by himself. We had a player fall down. That was the problem there. I didn't see who that player was, but we had a player fall down, and that's why he ended up being wide open there.
Yep. So he's down. They're going to officially spot him at the 2.
Tough break there.
Oh, man.
As they just seem to make the big play. They're making the play at the most important time.
Hollendotter takes the snap, rolls out to his right, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Oh, fumble! The ball is out. It is out.
Oh,
unless they say forward progress is stopped. That's what they're going to say. It definitely came out before.
I couldn't see from my vantage point who blew that up. I think it may have been Blake based on where it went.
And he's still fighting, though. Okay, yeah, he's losing. I kind of get it.
So Youngblood from the backside got him. They thought Hollendotter would get out there in front of him, but Hollendotter loses 3. So 2nd and goal from the 5. And again, they're just tick, 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 running clock here. This is huge because if they score here, if they score a touchdown, then it's going to be just about game over for us unless something miraculous happens. But if we can hold them out, that's our chance.
They're using all this clock.
Yes.
Very patient here. Is still 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yep. Hollendotter going to go the other side with it. Mark Cubey cuts him back. Trueblood smacks him in the face, and I don't think he picked up anything there.
Yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of punching at the ball, trying to get the ball out, and maybe not textbook tackling.
No.
At this point, they're trying to cause a turnover right now.
Yep. You're going to do our trip. Well, let's 3rd and goal from the 5.
Surely we're going to have a
something's going to happen in the next 2 plays.
Change of possession or a score.
Nope, we're going to have a change of possession is what we're hoping.
That's what a change of possession or a score.
Oh, I didn't say that. Let's go for a change of possession. Keep fighting here. Now, Hollendotter's rolled out twice. I would expect like a little quick pass. A little quick jump pass or dump over the middle.
Ooh.
About like that. Dropped. There we go.
Yep. That's going to stop the clock, too. So all of you anxiously waiting for the answer, myself included. I don't know the answer.
I know.
So we try not to tell each other when we create questions so we can have a genuine participation.
Yeah, I know.
Though I didn't know what the question was, sort of.
Yeah, you could have looked it up. But.
Yeah, I didn't.
All right, huge play. Let's get a stop here, boys. Went from 1st and goal on the 2, back to 4th and goal on the 5. Holland Honor back to throw.
Touchdown.
Throws it in. Caught there by Eddie Parker. Eddie with his 2nd touchdown catch of the season. Shoot.
Yeah, that's tough here.
You know, I didn't watch the replay. Watch it here and see it.
Oh.
And that's tough. So in man coverage, that slant, we're playing cover 0 there, which means you got no help. And that slant is almost impossible to defend down there on the goal line with no help. You just, doesn't matter who's playing it, you're not going to be likely to get there on that. As that Moles kick is up and good. But they did a nice job. It was like a little slant bubble. The bubble pulled the linebacker out of the way.
All right.
So let's go ahead and do our answer. So Mark came into the game 6th in rushing yards. Here is our top 6 rushers in Eastern Hancock history. Spencer Gilbert.
Casey Smith.
Matt Simmons, 2nd. Casey Smith, 3rd.
Oh.
Chris Spiegel, 4th. Dennis Bricker, 5th. And Mark Kuby was 6th. But Mark has now passed Bricker and Spiegel.
I'm going to say this, too. Casey Smith, like a lot of people, that's one that kind of blasts from the past. Really big dude in his pads. If he had those big pads, I don't know what not the pads you
with
see
the cowboy
today.
Collar and everything.
Yes, and he walked out there. He was an intimidating guy out there. I couldn't remember.
So that Casey Smith, I don't know if we had a Casey Smith guess.
Yeah,
we had one or two Chris Spiegels and one, I think maybe one Dennis Bricker. That one's popped up. Manship fields it. Manship breaking some tackles. He's going to bring it out to about the 35. So, yeah, Mark, with his 147 yards tonight, has leapfrogged Bricker and Spiegel. So he's now 4th in career rushing yards.
And really close to
Casey Smith there.
Yeah.
So he's making some progress here, moving up the chart.
I don't know if we have a winner because I don't know. I don't know if we can count how many people were. Had a lot
of people really close, but again, a lot of cool guesses. Like, it just makes you think about the guys that you saw when you were playing. You know, you watch those guys. Like, I love Marcy's Bob Reed guess, the Rob Flory guesses, and those are guys that had huge single seasons, but maybe not, a full 4-year career there of huge numbers. Connects with Brown. Brown just keeps on chugging.
He lost the ball.
Nope, he's down.
They're gonna say.
Back judge says he's down.
They're gonna. Yeah.
Nope.
The one official's going to overrule the other here. And we're not going to see it because it's a scrum from here. They're going to say turnover. They're going to call it a turnover. They're trying. I don't know. The one official looked like he was going to call it down. The one on the near side here on our sideline. The other official comes flying in.
The back judge comes flying in from the back and rules it down as well. Man. We just can't catch a break tonight.
And you can't really tell if it's out or not. And he is still moving forward, but we don't have a real good vantage point to see from the camera or for where we're sitting.
No.
But, wow, that's.
So 2nd turnover of the night for the Royals.
We haven't played poorly, but we just haven't played well enough.
We've had some defensive breakdowns. Becerra on the jet sweep. Only picks up about a yard, maybe give him 2.
Just checking the radar here. There's showers around, mostly to our south.
Okay.
Nothing to be concerned about yet.
Holland Honor to throw again. Screen's not there. Nearly Blake Whittington could have. Oh, we got a late flag.
Oh.
We had some pushing after the play, and I don't know. It could go either way. I don't know what they're going to call there, but if we watch this, good penetration there by Youngblood forces a bad throw, and then we get a couple of guys go down late. I don't think that was bad. If you watch it, a couple guys kind of tussle late. I think they thought the play was still going, and then you come in and you get a little shove late there.
Rain is coming down just a tad bit more. If for some reason we shut down, it's because we have expensive stuff up here.
Yeah.
And we need to, I need to get back to, we've seen it enough. I didn't even see it. I didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
So you can see it actually on this on the live stream. I think you can see it from the lights as it's starting to rain here, and we're trying to make sure that we have equipment to live stream next week.
Otherwise, we're going to be asking the athletic department for new equipment. Holland Honor 2nd and 23 now. Hands off to Pentecost, and Pentecost picks up a yard.
And my Google Home lied.
I know.
It said there was no chance of rain. That was good.
Dang Google. You know what, our former coach, Pat Echeverria, would yell at me and say weather bug is the way to go.
Really?
Anytime I would claim, he would yell at me and tell me weather bug's the way to go.
I go with, this is my radar is what I've gone with. But I find that it's late. Like, see that rain right there?
Yeah.
That's
already hitting us.
That's
that
what's
doesn't
hitting
look like
us.
It's hitting us
Yes.
on the radar.
Yes.
So Royals take a timeout here. After the Pentecost run.
Oh, sorry, I don't have that. Both teams have used the timeout, and I don't think I marked it.
Trying to cover up some of our stats so we can have some stats to talk about afterwards. Because, again, I think this rain's going to stop any minute.
I don't think it's going to be hard, but it's not.
It's more than I like.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, see?
A little dark green on our radar.
Yeah. And we have streamed outside here at least the third time, if not fourth time here at Centerville, and I think it's rained at least 2 of the 4. So that's
just par for the course at this point. So 3rd and 21. Holland Honor is going to hand off to Pentecost. You got a flag right at the snap, which is usually indicative of either a defensive player lined up in the neutral zone or an illegal shift on the offense. Looks like it's going to be on the offense because they're coming over to talk to Coach Holden about what he wants to do.
There's few people leaving. We might be the only ones in the stands here by the end of this game.
I know.
So few people are starting to take cover. And,
although it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not like a heavy rain, but it's just a steady enough, like it was last year, I think, for a chunk of the game during the sectional.
So you're going to call an illegal shift there on the Bulldogs, but that's going to Coach Holden's going to decline it, so that's going to lead to a punt here, which could be exciting. I mean, if Manship gets a hold of this, if he gets a chance to return the way he's been playing, I could see him making a big play here. So Parker set to punt, Manship back to return for the Royals. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here on the clock.
Yeah, last time a low kick that was successful for them. Probably a similar strategy here. Yep.
But if he can catch it, he's going to get a return because they didn't have, with a low kick, they don't have a lot of chance to cover it. Mm-hmm. So Eli with about a 12-yard return gets it out to, we'll call it the 47.
So we got to update Northeastern and Winchester.
Northeastern 35, Winchester 7. Northeastern looking really strong this year.
Northeastern's one I wish was on our schedule. I know the TEC situation and they can't schedule a lot of out-of-conference, but Northeastern's a team we probably should be playing year after year.
With 9, it's hard. With 9 teams in your conference, that leaves you with only 1 out-of-conference game. And I know Northeastern, I think, plays Shenandoah traditionally.
No.
That's a game they've played for a long time.
And we play Knightstown.
We play Knightstown. I'm very happy we've got Centerville on the schedule, though. That's one that was a great pickup a couple years ago. Eden runs, picks up the first down. Gets to about the 40, so pick up about 13 for Eden.
And the rain has kind of stopped, so I feel better. Either that or the birds have left.
I think the birds left. Eden again, minute 57. He got out of bounds. The clock stopped.
Deep.
Guy in his face. Dawson Springman had to get his guy beat, but he looked back instead of looking up, and that one was incomplete.
Well, we know that we have the battery power to stream a football game.
We do.
If we had no electricity, we are capable of doing it.
So 151, 2nd and 10 here. Eden back to pass again. He's got Brown short. Gonna roll out and run.
Oh.
They're gonna call late.
Yep.
That was gonna call late hit there on Austin McGuire.
We'll hit it. I think the scoreboard is going to block any view of you being able to see the hit, but
it wasn't malicious.
No.
He dives.
It just kept going. He couldn't stop his momentum.
No.
And it just ended up he made contact to him 4 yards out of bounds.
So Eden picked up 10 on that. And then gets the late hit, some free yards after that. Eden's also moving up the career rushing numbers. So he came in, he was 28th all time for career rushing yards.
Wow.
He got 73 yards tonight, so I should move him up right around the top 25, which for a quarterback is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 4-year starter, you get a lot of chances of yards.
Right.
And he doesn't get sacked a whole lot. Manship in quick motion. Gets it to Brown. Broken up by Visera.
Yep. It was a 50-50 ball there. Thought Brown was going to win it, and then the hit kind of knocked it loose.
Yeah, Visera got a shoulder right on that ball right as it was coming in there.
The replay guy didn't replay it.
Tell Cole Allen to get better next time.
Yes.
So 2nd and 10 on the 15-yard line. Eden back to pass again. Pressure. Gets out. He's got a receiver, and it's knocked down again by Visera. Eden just 9 of 20 for 94 yards tonight.
Very uncharacteristic as far as accuracy. And really, it's not been drops. It's been good. I'd say, if anything, it's due to the Centerville defense.
Yeah, I mean,
he hasn't had a lot of open receivers to hit. So it's not a missed throw here or there.
No.
He's putting it where his guy has the best chance.
Mark up the middle. QB. How far down did he get? Picked up about 5 or 6.
4th and.
Oh, he picked up. Give him 7.
Yep. And these are the ones where Centerville's been getting all night, picking up just the right amount that they need, and Mark's gonna get
the first. He's gonna get the first.
It's real close though.
I know.
It wasn't by a lot. It's now 1:01 left.
Pick up about 5 there. 4.
1st and goal from about it says 7. Is that right? Seems like
no, they haven't changed it yet.
It's gonna be closer than that.
Timeout by the Bulldogs.
And again, we talked about it already, and we can kind of probably bring it up here while we got a moment. The sectional here. This is the sectional teams. So good chance that we've met them for quite a few. I feel like we've met them a few times the last
recent years.
And
Northeastern just beat Winchester, so they're 3-0. LaPel was beating Shenandoah earlier at halftime, 21-0. So LaPel could easily be 3-0. Triton Central was up on Tri-West at halftime. They could be 3-0. I mean, this is a brutal sectional. There's not a bad team in this sectional. I mean, obviously everybody's got a 1-1 or 2-0 record. There's not a bad team in this sectional, and it's one of those that there's not going to be an easy draw. Whoever wins this sectional, very similar to last year, is going to have to go through a gauntlet of teams.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that I feel like we keep getting is we keep getting LaPel. We play LaPel week 9, and then we turn around and play them.
Yeah.
Which I believe next year.
Is that changing?
I think next year we're moving LaPel up in the season so that we maybe eliminate that possibility. So Eden again from the short yardage here. Eden going to reverse field, and then he's brought down. Deep in the backfield there by McLean Henry.
We're still fighting.
Yep, we are. Coach Holden's going to take a timeout, try to punch this one in here. So Eden back at the 12. Looks like he lost 7.
In our schedule, it's a tough schedule here at the beginning, playing some tough teams.
Yep.
As we're looking like we're going to be 1-2 here after 3 games, and then next week doesn't get any easier.
South Putt's a good team. They beat Greencastle by a very similar score to us.
And so it's going to be
and then you roll into rivalry week with Knightstown.
Right, and who is always getting better. They got a really good, strong quarterback you got to make sure you're ready for. So, I mean, it's not an easy schedule as we go through it, and you just want to keep getting better, improve game after game.
And I'm looking here, South Putt trails 21-18 with 3 minutes left in the game, but they have the ball. So they're driving here.
Yeah, Eden's going to pitch it to QB, and he's going to go out of bounds. But he did pick up about 4 yards there.
Yeah, went from the 12.
Yeah.
To about, they're going to give him a little more than that, I think. I can't quite tell.
Who's after Knightstown?
Park Tudor.
Park Tudor. Okay.
It's a new one on our schedule this year. So 41 seconds left. 3rd and goal from the 6. I think he's going to try to get Manship to win a one-on-one battle over there. Pass it over to Manship.
Oh, snap over there.
Snap up over his head, and Eden just has to eat it. Oh.
That's tough.
Yes,
We've had a few of those, but Elijah's been able to get his hands on him and knock him down at least, or maybe catch him.
Yep.
That one was just way too high.
And he had Brown open. They went with Manship. He had Brown open on the slant. Exactly what he wanted there. So that's just tough. And again, we've had some injuries. We've had some guys banged up where we're having to play some new guys. And I think we've played admirably. I think our guys have stepped up and done a really good job. Just everything this game feels like 1 or 2 plays here and there.
Mm-hmm. I felt last week was that way too. As we mentioned, it seemed like we were going to break one, and then Thackeray would make a touchdown-saving tackle.
And because this game doesn't feel like we've been just whipped up front. You know, it doesn't. It's just like we just keep getting close and then making, a silly mistake or making just something like that. And the Bulldogs have been very, very opportunistic.
Mm-hmm.
They have not made a lot of mistakes.
They made the right play at the right time, I feel like.
Which feels like their MO, kind of how they did against us last year. It was always the right play at the right time. Eden rolls out. Eden sends it downfield. Mark Cubey, he's got it.
There's no signal, but
touchdown.
Yes. So hopefully we got it. It was like right down in the sideline, and QB catches
toe taps it.
Yep.
There we go. 26-yard gain. That puts Eden over 100.
Just something positive here as they kept fighting here that last minute. Cut it to 38-27. They're in the polecat. And going for two, and its throw is wide to Brown. And that's where we're probably going to end right there, probably with the score.
Unless we can get an onside kick here.
Monroe Central lost to Richmond, which we don't really care about anymore. Lapel won 28-12 over Shenandoah.
That's closer than a lot of people were predicting, though. Shenandoah's coming on. I think they've got a good group this year.
Greenfield Central 24-14, still playing in the fourth.
Are they winning or losing?
They are winning Greenfield over Mount Vernon.
So Royal's going to see if they go for the onside kick here.
Those birds are back. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You need to practice this. This is probably a hard thing to practice in the week.
You don't
onside kick.
You don't typically want to practice it because it's a good chance to get somebody hurt. You got guys flying in a million different directions, and
so if you're gonna try it, you might as well, test it out here.
So Wheeler is our onside specialist. He's a good onside kicker, by the way. He is. He's impressive at that one that he kicks kind of to himself right up the middle, that blooper.
Mm-hmm. And is it going to make it 10? It's going to be close.
Not. It's going to go about 8.5.
Yeah, there's a flag.
And that'll do it there because the Bulldogs will take over. The Bulldogs will take a knee. And that's going to do it for the game here, folks.
It says we have 2 timeouts, but the guy controlling the scoreboard is not doing a very good job at that. Well, that's how many in a row is that? That's for Centerville.
That's now 5 wins in a row against the Royals.
5 wins.
Dating back to 2021, they won the sectional. And then 2023, they won that game here at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 last year. And this one this year. So, again, this is a good program. Coach Cole has done some wonderful things. And not to put any Kyle Padgett, who was here before, did great things.
Yep.
But they have gotten kids here to buy into the weight room. And that was, I remember talking to Coach Padgett and getting kids to buy into the culture and getting kids to buy into the weight room and then attach that with really good coaching. I mean, they've got a good staff,
Right.
And so congrats to them. The Royals are going to bounce back, right? You've got some guys injured. You've got some guys out. I saw a lot of good things tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing this to the last game, I feel better after this game. The way that we played, the mistakes we made are all fixable things.
Mm-hmm.
A couple bad snaps, a couple, we had a fumble here right at the 50 that was kind of questionable. We couldn't see it whether it was a fumble or not. Those little things, everything just bounced Centerville's way.
Right.
I think that I love the effort. I love the fight. I love the mentality that we came out with tonight because I loved all that. It just we didn't get the outcome we wanted.
Right. That's going to drop us to 1-2. Centerville goes to 3-0. And who they have next?
They have Winchester.
Winchester,
who's 1-2.
So
or no, 2-1. They just lost to Northeastern, so I think they're 2-1 now because they defeated Knightstown and Monroe Central. So they take on Winchester, then Tri.
So as we get ready here, he's going to do some stats, so we're going to go to the commercial. We'll be back for the 9-Star post-game show, which will probably be pretty short so we can get packed up, and we will be right after this.
Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team, because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
All right, welcome back. As Coach Gallion is adding up his numbers, he's pretty impressive. Like, he's doing the play-by-play, and he's able to keep stats over here. He's multitasking pretty well. And do want to thank Jonathan Smith. That's good. We can get it.
We're good.
Thank you very much. So thank Jonathan Smith for running the camera as he's heading out. He did a nice job in filling in, and hopefully Johns gets better, John Splater. And
his pregnancy?
Yes. So, but it's, let's see if we got anything before are you using your calculator for this, man?
I am.
So it's a lot. He can't do it in his head.
All right, so I've got the final stats here. We'll start with the Royals. Passing, Elijah Eden, 10 of 21 for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions, but he did have a lost fumble. Then on the ground, the Royals collectively 47 carries for 263 yards. Mark had 27 carries for $164. Eden 14 carries for 66. Blake 2 for 19. Eli Manship 2 for 14, and Wheeler 2 for 0. On top of that, that didn't count like the bad snaps where he lost yardage. Those don't go against the players. Receiving-wise, Blake Whittington had a catch for a yard. Austin Brown 3 for 38. Eli Manship 4 for 37 and a touchdown. And Mark had 1 for 26 and a touchdown. If we go over to the Bulldogs, Jace Hollendonner 22 of 29 for 266 yards passing. 4 touchdowns, I believe, if I tallied all those right.
And what a really, really impressive. As we knew, we kind of expected. He's our player to watch.
Yeah.
And he was just as good as advertised.
And then he added in 19 carries for 133 yards on the ground. Ethan Becerra came back from that ankle injury. He wound up with 7 catches for 36 yards. Shea Hollendonner, 4 catches for 46 yards. Eddie Parker had 2 for 24 and a touchdown. Maddox Pritchett, who killed us early on, absolutely killed us early on, had a quiet second half on the receiving end. He had 6 catches for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then a couple others, Caden Perkins, 2 catches, 43 yards. And Davis Pentecost had a catch for 1. Then rushing, Pentecost 4 carries for -1. Becerra 1 for 1. And Jeremiah Mull had 6 carries for 18 yards. So when we tally the yardage, it's actually going to be pretty even when we tally the yardage, because I had 158 rushing and 266 passing for them, and I had about the same but flipped for us. So again, it's just the opportune plays and the when they did them that makes it
right.
The difference in this game. Really.
Seemed like it was there was one point it was like 3rd and 17 and they picked it up. They got the first down. Or it was a 4th and 3 and they got 3.5.
Yep.
So it was just they made the right play, just what they needed at the right time, and they're a good football team and good athletes. And
once you factor in everything, we had about 360 yards of offense against a really good football team, and we didn't big play them. The last couple of weeks we've had to rely on big plays. We drove the ball. So again, a lot of good things tonight. We just got to transfer that into tomorrow, or into next week against the Eagles of South Putt, which I never did see a final for them. See if I can find the exact latest updates. South Putnam's quarterback scores 24-21 with 90 seconds left in the game. So they're leading on the Inferno turf down there at Edgewood. So anything else, Joe?
I think we need to. I don't want them to shut the lights off on us over here.
No,
so.
we need to get packing up here. So we will we'll see you guys. You got a volleyball game next week?
Yeah, it's a youth recognition night, Union Modoc. It may be, I don't know if it's varsity only or if it's JV varsity.
I haven't heard.
But that's Tuesday, and then Willer's South Putt.
All right. So we'll see you guys then. We got to get out of here before they shut the lights off. So we'll see you next time.
Night.